streaming.
Yes. Queen.
Kylie, you're severely off sync with the actual thing that's playing.
Sorry. Wish you could hear how it sounds to me, because it sounds like I'm dead fucking on, because I've heard this song like I've heard this like loop for like 1,000,000 times.
I bet.
I love the old Spare Girls soundtrack. Yes, it's obvious though, because obviously I'm not like purposely singing off time.
Yeah.
Alright, so more Ultra Despair Girls. We are beginning chapter 2.
I believe so.
I will start off the chat with the exclamation point content, just so it's there, to make sure it's working. That's a no. That's a no.
I turned it on, so should be.
Let me try again.
I don't think trying again is.
Interesting. Well.
Well, clearly you just clearly weren't thinking hard enough about it.
Alright. Fine. So...
Now you try.
So if you type exclamation point content at any point, you can get a list to a document I made of content warnings for this video.
No one is here.
I'm just saying it.
No one is here.
Should probably put that link in like the description of the YouTube video for the VOD too.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that for the first one. Not that it matters for the first one, it doesn't seem like anything really came up.
Yeah.
In fact, you being more vigilant about this is telling me that something's, that it's gonna get bigger in chapter 2 and 3.
Well, Syl did say in chat, it's all downhill from here.
Yeah. Alright. Let's do this.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you even noted last time that, Kotoko sure talks about, pedophilia a lot.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Alright, we beat that kid in a boss fight last time.
Rest in peace.
Hey Nagisa, how you doing? Join the group.
I feel so bad for Masaru. This is just too cruel. He always acted all big and was a perverted idiot, but he was a pretty good person.
Pretty good person.
I remember the time he fixed the air conditioner and even the chairs and tables
Did he?
too.
He's 9.
I was the one who did that.
Anyways, he was a good person. Oh Lord, why do the good ones always die first?
I should have been the one to die. Might as well. That's how it feels. Like you're trying to hide
babe.
it. You actually think I should have died. 'Cause no one likes me. But I agree with you. It would be much better for the hated one to die instead of the leader of the Warriors of Hope.
Ah, that reminds me. the leader, huh? What are we to do without our leader? Oh, Masaru! Oh no, Monica is crying. If that's the case, then allow me to join you. Wah! Oh, Masaru! Why? I wanted to play with you.
Brilliant.
If only I went first. Masaru wouldn't have died. I'm a useless loser.
Are you implying that you would have won? That's kind of low-key a diss, isn't it?
Jotaro's a bit messed up.
And being locked in a bathroom by Masaru is no excuse. It's my fault for being there. I shouldn't have been pooping in the first place.
Oh, baby.
It's not as if we're positive that Masaru was dead, right?
Even though he was so strong, so full of life, now he's just a chunk of meat.
Like I said, according to the Monokuma Kids report, they did not say he was dead. The report indicated that he was captured by adults, and his status is unknown.
But unknown? That means he's dead, right?
Huh?
Think back to those talk shows I used to be on when times were peaceful. Hearing status unknown or unconscious, you knew they're probably gonna die anyway. That's what I always thought anyway.
But even so, if we don't actually confirm it for ourselves...
No, it would be pointless. Our precious Masaru. He's returned to the Earth now.
That's a yikes.
But we should have someone go look into it, just in case.
It's gonna be useless! Masaru is dead! A prince who became a star! What is essential is invisible to the eye!
Alright.
Alright, hon.
You made Monica mad!
Oh, now you're gonna be the hated one, Nagisa. Even more than me.
Huh?
But it stopped short! Never to go again! When the old man
Are
died,
you just
know?
like monologuing?
Is there a button that lets me look at the past dialogue?
I think there's a transcript in the menu, like when you hit start, but I don't know if that's available during this.
Yeah.
Right! I understand. It's just as you say. Masaru died. That's just what I need to believe.
Well then, now that we all feel the same way, let's say our prayers to Masaru. Rest in peace.
She can
our
sure
hero
turn those
Masaru.
waterworks on and off as she pleases, huh?
Band leader.
Yeah.
You worked your hardest, like a real hero should.
There
you
you
were
are,
a coward.
coward.
I feel much better now after a good cry. Okay, now let's get back to the gate. Alright? The fun's not over yet!
You want to continue with this? Is it not more important to work on establishing Paradise further? There are other adults around.
Nagisa, you don't want to play anymore? Do you hate Monica now because Monica's just so selfish?
No, of course not.
Oh, now I'm
We're
the bad
allies,
guy.
and we'll create Paradise together, after all.
Then, do you like Monica?
Where did that come from? I hardly think it's appropriate to discuss that now.
So you don't like me?
Like I said, it's not that.
You know, Nagisa, that attitude of yours? You're acting just a little bit like an adult.
Adult?
You're an adult?
Don't be stupid. That's not true. I'll be a kid until I die. I would rather die right now than become an adult. Don't you believe me?
Then, do you like me?
I like you.
Yay! Nagisa likes Monica!
I like you as an ally, with whom I can build paradise. It's not love or anything.
Oh, this is
Please.
bad. Nagisa is burning up.
Jotaro, you're our priest! Chant some healing magic!
Oh, heaven, change my words to life. Give mercy to the lost soul. Hiya!
Stop that! Don't tease me!
Jeez, don't be so mean to Nagisa. Nagisa, Kotoko, we are all allies here. We need to learn learn to get along.
I'm standing right here. You didn't mention me because you hate me, right? That must
Baby.
be it.
So let's all get along, okay? Let's have fun hunting together, okay? Yeah! As expected of our Monica, positive as always. I just love that about you. Of course, it's not just that. I love everything about you.
Yeah.
Fine. Let's continue the game. I have no further objections.
That's our vice leader. Oh, wait. You're the leader now.
The leader?
Yeah, I mean, that hero guy. What was his name?
Okay.
Well, anyway, our last leader died. So since you were vice leader, you're promoted.
Fucking hell.
I'm the leader of the Warriors of Hope?
That's right. I have high expectations of you, our new leader, Nagisa.
Monica.
Yeah. High expectations.
The
for
fact
me.
that, during Masaru's funeral, Monica goes, "That hero guy, what was his name again?" Oh, whatever.
I'm not uncomfortable. I'm just like, yeah, okay.
Good.
Uh-huh.
You're so reliable.
Yep.
I knew I can count on you.
We all have high expectations for you,
you're headed
Nagisa.
out, Monica? Where are you going? I have a little business to take care of. Goodbye.
Business? What kind of business? Monica always goes off on
Oh
her
no,
own
stop,
like
please.
Prying into a lady's private life? If you were an adult, that'd be sexual harassment.
Monica has bad person disease.
Oh, could it be her tummy? Do you think maybe she just has to poop?
Ugh, you actually went there? That topic is off limits. Jeez, I hope you die in the worst way.
Chekhov's gun.
But I heard that going to the bathroom once in a while is actually really healthy.
Excuse
You're
you,
so-
but our little
Used to.
Monica does not do number 2. You'll just have to settle with mine.
Wait, that makes it sound like I'm a pervert or something. Oh no! This is such a bother! What if my good image is soiled by this?
Yeah.
What if people avoid me all the time and I can split them like Moses? Oh, that actually sounds pretty good.
Anyway, there's no need whatsoever to worry about where Monica goes. She's not telling us because it's something we don't need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not on a need-to-know basis.
Focus on hunting
Yeah.
demons.
Okay.
And also to always brush my teeth.
It's probably fine.
Cheater! I won't let you get a head start. I'm gonna go hunt down demons as well.
You're right. We should focus. This is Monica after all. This game surely has some purpose. Perhaps it's to send a message to the coward adults that they cannot win against us. Yes, that's probably it. This game can play a vital role in establishing our paradise.
How the fuck do I have a
You
watch
were
straight?
totally
Not a
against it a
clue.
minute ago. Did the power of being a leader go to your head?
What was that?
Guys, Monica said no fighting.
Hey, you guys.
Hello.
Thanks for waiting. Here you go. Some nice, freshly made milkshakes.
You're too late. Monica already left.
My sincerest apologies. I didn't know how to make them. And of course, I couldn't look it up.
Baby boy.
Is this how milkshakes are supposed to look? It's all murky.
I'm not certain.
Are your
I
milkshakes
did
normally
make sure to
clear?
add the sugar
Jotaro?
and the rendered fat.
Well, hold on. No, guitar. You were at the.
Rendered fat?
Did you really intend to make your rulers the Warriors of Hope drink this swill? I think you'll be the one drinking the slimy thing instead. That's an order.
Ah, but how troubling. If I keep drinking it down, I'll feel it filling up my stomach. But if it's your order, Master, I live to serve. I am your servant, after all.
The rendered fat? Ew. What? I mean, milkshake. It's literally in the name.
Yeah, I think
For some reason,
I did read it theorized once that he specifically messed it up so he would have something to eat that would like be filling because they probably aren't feeding him.
Oh, okay, that's actually clever. Yeah, put a little fat in his bones.
Yeah. So he doesn't die.
Dark
And that's why he says
creepy.
like, if I drink it down, I'll feel it filling up my stomach.
Yeah.
And it's not just that.
Stomach's probably pretty empty.
I thought the trains aren't moving.
That's how Nagato
I
tricked
love
them
it.
into letting him drink 4 milkshakes.
But if we walk along the railway from here, we should be able to get out of the town, right? Right? There's no mistaking it, right? I mean, we're gonna be saved, right?
Kamaru, it's chapter 2. Please chill out.
Ugh, so noisy. We won't know until we find out, will we?
Let's hurry up and go. Let's just run from here. Oh, but actually, maybe it would be better if we pretended like we were dead to avoid attacks. Hey, Toko, do you know how to do a good zombie impression?
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, reasonable, Toko. Alright, remember, you're my guide for collecting all the things as well. Do I need to go back for
Weren't
anything?
you going to the subway?
Nope.
Do you lack brains and concentration?
Not like I can either, anyway.
No.
Ugh,
Nothing
this
until
place
you
is
get
so
to the
dark. I
second
miss the
screen,
surface
what
when
it's
it was
called.
bright.
Okay.
Well, it was really only slightly brighter.
So there's nothing in this room.
Yeah, I'm gonna save though.
Oh, yeah, obviously. Boom, 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 boom. Beep, beep-a-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Which way do I go?
Well, it's actually only gonna let you go through one of them. They don't let you sequence break, so whichever one it lets you go through.
Okay.
The train's not moving.
Yes, but we already knew that.
I know, but to see it in person stop like this makes me kind of down, is all.
Jeez, are you really going to get depressed over every little thing?
Yeah, you're right.
Her emotions really
We should just walk along the railway.
like ride the fucking roller coaster of highs and lows, huh?
Like I said earlier, we
Yeah.
can't know that
Yeah.
for sure. Leaving
One
a lie
second
so
she's, like,
strongly
on
just
the
makes
ground
truth that much
sobbing.
more painful.
And the next she's like, we'll definitely be able to escape. Definitely, absolutely,
Idols
not a
aren't
doubt in my
virgins.
mind.
Our
Yeah.
right numbers are fixed. This world is much easier to deal with if you look at it rationally.
I think you might have gone a bit off topic there. For now, there's no other option than to try, right?
You're right.
What you doing? Okay. Alright.
Something wrong, Toko? Are you worried about something?
No, not really. It's nothing. It's just... Didn't I tell you? I'm afraid of the dark.
Is that all? There's something else bugging you, isn't there? Listen, if you have a bad feeling about this, or you can sense some kind of danger,
What, do you think I'm some kind of psychic danger detector or something?
Well,
You
I
could
mean, you detected
smell the
fucking
bomb.
bridge. Right.
If we're gonna do this, let's hurry up and do it now. We'll have time to think later.
Said this bridge smells dangerous. Turn around.
Oh yeah, of course.
Behind that last pillar in front of you.
Oh,
Circle, detect.
yeah. But he's... Alright.
Ah, rest in peace.
He's not actually dead,
Rest-
is he?
Rest in fucking pieces, Masaru.
I wonder if he actually is dead. I don't think so.
Well, yeah, let's talk about what we saw in that cutscene. So we saw him get dragged away by children.
Yeah.
There's a note. And according to the report that all the kids are seeing, he got captured by adults. So, that's...
Masaru died IRL.
You die in the game, you die for real. Or if you die for real, you die in the game, I suppose. going. Watch out for Monokumas.
I didn't know it'd be this dark. I knew it. I shouldn't have
It's
come
not even
here.
that dark, Coco. Honest to God.
You won't let me miss anything, I assume.
Nope. Won't let you miss anything.
Nah, fucked up.
Yeah, at any point if you want to like double check, you can pull up the map. Because the guide I'm looking has the map locations for all the things on. So it's a little easier to do when I'm looking at the map. But I'm keeping track of like your progression. Yeah. Keep going. Okay, so right at the end of that little hall before you get on the train. Should be.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Another hit list.
So she knew Leon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's actually
We can get out of
she's
town
an
from
interesting
here,
she's an
right?
interesting one.
Do we meet all these people? I don't think we do we?
No, she's featured in one of those one of the like novelizations or whatever.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, it's getting
tell you about her.
darker and
She's wild.
darker. Shouldn't we start heading back now?
Oh, don't say that. Let's just keep going a bit farther.
That's probably fine. God, they're so stupid.
Alright.
Shield! The gun and grenades don't work! Then we need to get out of here fast!
No, there's gonna be a way to deal with them.
We gotta run!
So how do I deal with them?
You technically can't yet. You can just switch to Jack and tear him up, but you're supposed to just run. But you can tear him up anyway.
What's the button for switching to Jack? That's it.
Tragedy.
Yeah, why not? I'm
Yeah,
assuming...
there's nothing else for a hot minute, so don't worry about it.
Okay.
Is this the right way?
But yeah, she's Leon's cousin.
Ah, okay.
Having luck this bad? It's almost comical.
No, it isn't! It's not even one micron funny! Ow!
What?
Something hit my head. It felt like something...
From above?
Oh, funky.
This is
Looks like bad luck runs in the Naegi family, huh?
What do we do?
What do we do?
Toko! Toko!
He's dead.
Take a good look, the
Nope.
cute one is here! Huh? We gotta run, Dekomaru! Hurry, let's dash! To our horizon!
Oh, okay.
Hey! Wait a sec!
That was a really...
Tunnel's about to collapse!
Oh. Okay. But I'm stuck in Infinite Jack. That's cool.
Yep.
Dash, dash, dash!
No pickups on the way back, so don't worry about it. Just have fun.
Those kids aren't gonna let us through.
GLHF.
What's the controls again for doing her...
It's like shift something. The tutorials are in your in there somewhere.
Oh, they take a long time.
You can wipe out several in one go if you use the one that takes up more scissors though.
I don't remember which one it is.
Me neither. Helpful, I know.
No problem. Just put one foot in front of the other. Right, left, right, left.
Yep, that is how you walk. Good job. Good job, Jack.
More Monokumas! They're everywhere!
Yep, there you go.
Oh, we really gotta trample all of them. Damn, that's annoying. Give me a round of applause.
Long ass cutscene, but they're all dead, so.
Excuse me, I wanted those pickups.
Can you get out of here alive? I'm definitely gonna marry Master. Stop raising your... Very much for being a good little...
Stop raising your death flag.
Did she actually say that?
Kumaru said that, yeah.
No!
I should use Sokka more often.
Yeah. She's great. Plus, you constantly get batteries for her whether you use her or not, so you might as well. It's just easier to get money with Kumaru. Because you're guaranteed to get the highest coin amount if you shoot him in the eye.
Boy, was that
properly.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh, that was crazy. Boy, crazy.
Wait! Why did your personality change? You didn't even shoot yourself with the stun!
Huh? I didn't tell you. My personality switches when I go unconscious too. And I'll stay this way until I go unconscious again.
What?
Sneezing is the same way. My personality totally changes. It's downright refreshing.
And also an insult to people who
Also
actually have
changed by
dissociative identity
sneezing?
disorder.
That's right. If I have a little pepper in my breakfast or lunch.
I also realize with, it's a shame that neither Toko nor Jack have ever experienced a full sneeze.
Oh yeah, no.
She really did change.
Because like that shit feels good sometimes. You know what I mean, right? Like.
Well, especially when you start it. If you don't get to end it,
Oh
God,
yeah.
it must
I don't
suck.
know what happened, but I can take a guess. Jeez, this is one tough break after another. How unlucky are you? This is wrong. Definitely wrong. I just want to
And
get
now
out
we're
of
on the
this
dip of the
place.
roller coaster.
Why? Why can't I do it?
Tamara, can you like stop talking so I can get to the game?
You hold it together for like 5 minutes, please.
I'm enjoying the shooting and the running and the slashing and the stabbing. Can you like just stop having emotions?
Can you stop with the
Even if
emotions?
you can't escape, you can still survive.
Can you stop with the
All
storytelling
you
part?
need to do
Ugh.
is face them. Fight them. Fight?
Storytelling in a visual novel game?
Oh, what are you
Is this a
saying?
no? Fuck off!
There's
This
no
is
way I
not a
can
visual
fight.
novel game.
Storytelling in a Danganronpa game?
There you go.
Who the fuck gave them the right?
Don't be so sure.
I had a bowl of cereal, but I'm still hungry.
Wait. Hold on. Over there. Huh?
Do you have a Pop-Tart?
I don't have a Pop-Tart.
Hello, children. Don't drop it. That looks expensive.
I don't think they can.
What is it? A monitor? Is it some kind of trap again?
Why would they bother carrying it if they didn't care? Also, where the hell did you get those shoes that are not heels but clack like them?
Tap shoes.
Are you wearing tap shoes? Yeah, they're wearing
Jotaro!
tap shoes apparently. Jotaro!
Oh, Jotaro, not Jotaro.
Yeah,
The O's and the
Jotaro.
A's are fucking.
yeah, they're stylized. They look similar.
Oh, almost identical with my poor eyesight. Jotaro.
Oh yeah, yeah. Jotaro Kimura, yeah.
What's with this creepy little kid?
Am I
Toko
on
Fuko
already?
Fukuo.
Oh, I was
Fukuo.
gonna raise the
Taka
curtain
Fukuo.
after Kotoko
Taka,
introduced
it's Taka
me with
Fukuo.
the show.
Takafuku.
Hey, is this kid with them too? Is he a part of that Warriors of Hope or whatever?
Did you not watch the fucking address on TV?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Maybe Toko didn't watch the address on the TV. Maybe it was Jack.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm the
Yep.
priest, Jotaro Kimura, aka Lil
Guess that raises the
Ultimate
question of
Art.
at what point does memories become knowledge? Because the two of them share general knowledge, but not memories.
I don't know if they
So at what point does memory
share.
become
Well, hold on.
knowledge?
It never does. All of our knowledge is based on our memories, and that's the thing. If you constantly switch back and forth between two personalities that don't have memories, they just build up their own separate, albeit almost identical, bases of general knowledge. It's not like they share. They don't share general knowledge. At least, like, the way I'm interpreting it. It's like they don't. Like, Toko doesn't learn that fucking fire is hot when Jack sticks her hand in it, right? But
Right.
fire is hot is such a ubiquitous thing that they both know it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I feel that's the way I'm interpreting it anyway. Because, like, general knowledge never. It's always memories. Everything in our memories is what forms our base of knowledge.
Right.
The only thing that wouldn't be is instincts, like the fight or flight urges, and those are also very
Which I think
different.
is probably more tuned in Jack than they are in.
Yeah, well,
in
no,
Toko.
they're tuned in both of them. It's just Jack has the fight and Toko has the flight.
Oh yeah.
No, they're very highly tuned for both of them, just in opposite directions.
But I'll warn you now. Don't say my name out loud. It's a curse.
Don't mess with me,
Sure.
brat. Take off that mask. I'm sweating just looking at it.
Toko, I've seen the arts of these fucking characters. You're always sweating. You're all always sweating. It's gross.
Everyone sweats in Danganronpa. It's wild.
If I do that, your eyeballs are gonna explode.
Huh?
No.
Even I don't want to see that. Someone's eyeballs melting off because of my face. Oh, by the way, do you know? Is it just an urban legend that they use bugs to make food dye?
No, that's real.
Cause like wasabi and stuff, with the taste and the color. It's
Okay, well, I don't know about
suspicious.
wasabi, but yes, I can actually tell you for a fact that bugs are used in a lot of color dyes, and a lot of candies, like, because of that, are technically not vegan friendly. Like the red Skittles and the red M&Ms. These beetles.
Fuck yeah.
You,
Nom, nom, nom.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but you are totally gross.
Duh?
You
Gross?
really, Toko?
I don't know. I think I'm a
Toko,
chick.
you want to call someone gross?
Oh, maybe I just don't understand what
Bro's still gonna eat him,
cheerful
exactly.
is. Then I apologize. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Jotaro.
I'm really sorry. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so sorry. I beg you forgive me. I'm sorry.
Enough already. You're grossing me out.
Huh? You don't forgive me? If you don't forgive me, does that mean
Why is he so happy about it?
you hate me? Well, maybe not. Maybe you're just teasing me, like boys who tease the girls they like. I mean, if you guys are little boy lovers and just want to love me till you go crazy.
You're
Even if we were
9.
siblings in a previous life, I'd still hate you.
What are you trying to say? I don't really get it.
Well, I can understand that. This is like a yawn after all. It just comes out of my mouth involuntarily.
And yawn was
Not even
highlighted,
think
so you
anything
know
of it.
it's important.
I don't even understand
Make
it
sure you're
either.
listening to my ramblings.
Yeah.
There'll be a test later. I don't have
This
a boss
whole
fight.
thing
It's
is
just a
just
pop
killing
quiz.
Is that actually
Just a
true?
distraction
No,
from the
fuck no.
horrors around you.
That'd be really funny though.
What
Have you been
Japanese
listening to
condiment?
Jotaro Kimori?
What Japanese condiment did he mention halfway through chapter 2?
In Jotaro's intro, what does he say isn't yummy no matter how you cook it?
I don't remember that one actually.
Bird skin. Bird skin.
It's bird skin. Okay.
Yeah, he says bird skin isn't yummy no matter how you cook it.
Sorry. Yeah, I remember that now.
You guys must be pretty laid back.
Yeah,
if
he's a
you're
little weirdo,
actually
and I love him.
Interested in what I'm saying?
I don't think they're interested. They just don't really have a choice.
As
Yeah,
expected
we've got
of
two
me.
psycho kids holding up a fucking TV in front of our faces, and the subway just
I've
exploded
had enough
behind
of
us.
this. Goodbye.
Never mind.
Oh wait, hold on! I was just
something
trying
back there.
to be nice. I wanted
I
to
remember the
tell
pop quiz you
something.
scored so high. That's because I remember everything Jotaro says to me.
Yeah.
I always listen to little kids' ramblings.
It's regrettable.
He's gonna info
but the
dump on me, and I'm gonna
writer
listen to every word.
Can't leave the city.
Can't leave. Why?
Well,
Fuck do you
you're a
think?
target for our game, right? The game isn't fair if there aren't any rules. Everything was already thought out. So that means there's a limit in this game.
Limit's highlighted so you know it's important.
Limit? Don't tell me. The reason that boy exploded when he tried to leave the town swimming.
Huh? That's not our fault. It's not like we wanted him to blow up or anything. The wristband
I am a
is
good
made
friend for
to
little kids and also
explode
people on the
when
spectrum.
user goes outside
Especially
the
little kids who are on the
town
spectrum.
without permission. Well, when I say it like that, I guess
Doubly
it
so.
kinda is our fault.
It's
friend.
definitely your fault.
What? You should have said that in the first place. Homaro here was about to explode.
But
Yeah, lucky the
some
subway
things are
collapsed, huh?
better left unknown. Adults say that all the time. It would be better for Mr. Pig if he didn't find out he was about to be bacon. It
Bacon.
doesn't change the fact that Mr. Pig is gonna die. So isn't it better not to tell him?
Oh,
I
don't go
love
acting all
his. I love
philosophical about
Jotaro's
this.
voice actor.
This game's rules are managed
Or
way
actress,
too
whoever they are.
loosely.
I love their voice actor. Tyler.
They really get across the whole, like, some kids are just fucking weird.
You're wrong. This isn't a game. I mean, people are dying. Yuta,
He's an
He
interesting
died,
little
you
dude,
know?
yeah.
to call what happened to him a game. There are some games that require you to risk your life.
Oh, Toko.
What do you mean?
Hello? Can you not just ignore me?
Jotaro.
I don't like being ignored. Hey, which do you not like more? Being ignored or ghosts? I don't like ghosts more.
Well, I know what Tyler's like, so I think Tyler's answer is probably ghosts.
Ghosts
What-
are
what I
always
don't like
cursing
more?
Yeah.
people and killing them all of a sudden.
Well, I don't believe in
Makes
ghosts,
me
so I don't like being
super
ignored.
Mad.
Stop it already! Stop saying things that make no sense!
That's right. Just keep hating me. All you have to do is hate. I'm from the hate planet, where being hated makes you feel good. And it's easier to just be hated.
Oh, don't worry. I hate gross little boys like you to death.
Huh? What you just said? Doesn't it kinda sound like love? If you flip it around, I was worried, so I had to make double sure. That's why I called you guys.
Double sure.
If you guys see this, you're gonna hate me even more. Ta-da!
Uh-oh.
Gonna show us one of your art exhibitions, buddy? See some of your art.
I'm not gonna look. I'm not gonna look.
It looks great,
So
buddy.
this guy,
You
I
did.
hunted him down at the
can tell you worked
shopping
hard.
district. And
What was
guess
that, Tyler?
I hunted
I
in
can
the
tell you worked hard.
bathroom.
Good.
Tyler,
Looks great.
we don't
It's very
stand.
interesting.
Tyler, we don't stand serial killers, even if they're 9 and on the spectrum.
Okay.
No. Bad.
I stand Jack. She's cool, I love her. I'm always a slut for a psycho bitch with sharp teeth.
That's fine, actually. You know what? I'll give you that one. Because, like, she's reforming her ways and not killing people and, like, using her powers for
Also
good.
her tongue.
And also her tongue.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, we don't stand serial killers, regardless of whether they're 9 and or on the spectrum.
I'm a minority and literally.
Are you disgusted?
Have you seen that
Why don't you
meme?
Stop making
Where someone's saying something
dioramas
completely
is
reasonable,
like
the other person,
the only
and the other
hobby
person's
I
just like, I'm
have.
literally a minority and mentally ill.
So how about it? I put a bad taste in your mouth, so now you hate me.
Also, Asil says,
right?
listen, Aretha.
I'm aware, I'm waiting for her to
You
finish.
guys aren't affected by this.
What are we
because
listening
you
to?
have disgusting hobbies too.
Please, just stop already!
Why do you want me to stop? Because you already hate me enough? Or because you don't wanna hate me? Because it's a waste of time? Because you're tired of it? Because you don't want to be?
Who made this mask?
I mean, I don't know for sure.
Who gave you
I'm
perpetual,
just
like,
a
fucking
kid,
half circle
so
eyes?
I don't know what you really mean.
I may not be able to think of a way to excuse this shit, but okay. Good start.
He's just a silly little guy. He's just a funky little man.
No.
Remember Masaru showed us his big dead people
And
pile?
if I am, whose fault is it? Well, it doesn't really matter.
Jotaro is okay.
After all, I have so much fun now compared to before. I should thank Mr. and Mrs. Demons. I want to say thank you for teaching me that I'm nothing but ugly.
Well, we already know
nasty,
a little bit about
worthless
Jotaro,
filth.
and that he was referred to as a latchkey kid already.
Yeah.
So
I
we've
live
got some
like
clues.
filth, surrounded by filth, inside this paradise where no adults can get in the way.
And we're in the dip of the roller coaster still. Let's give her another pep talk and get her moving.
Ugh.
Slap her on the bum like a horse. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah.
Let's get going.
Crying like a kid won't make them treat you like one. Are you really going to just accept it? Be their prey? If not, there's only one thing to do. You can't run, you have to fight.
Like I said, that's impossible!
Oh my god.
No,
Kamari.
it's not impossible. You have Master's gun, don't you?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm not like you. I'm just a normal high school student who can't do anything, you know?
You've already done so much. What do you mean you can't do anything?
You killed a
Kamari!
giant robot with drill arms
Kamari!
like 10 minutes ago.
Oh my god.
Just running would be hard enough, but to fight?
Just call out Jack and let her have a snack. Easy fix.
No. Asil, no. Asil, no. No. Asil, no.
Possible.
And just why do you think I'm here?
What?
It's fine,
telling
she's
you to deal
19.
with it on your own. You better not forget. I'm with you too.
Toko.
If it's impossible to do on your own, well then I guess I have to do it with you. So just a little more. Just fight a little bit
What?
more.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
Okay to rely on you?
Yeah, no, I feel like we already made this clear, but you know.
You've already relied on me. Isn't it a bit late to ask
Yeah,
that?
exactly.
You're right. Sorry.
If you have time to apologize, might as well do it outside. The atmosphere here is oppressive.
Ha.
Nah.
Alright.
Toko,
I already told you, don't apologize.
no, it's not that. Thank you.
What are you being so honest for? It's just, gross.
Oh, now we got the good music.
So come on,
The
enough
emotional
with that
bonding music.
grossness, and let's hurry up and get outside.
You alright?
Do do do.
Yeah. Okay.
Do 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 do.
Alright, can I play the game now? Thank you.
No collectibles. Don't worry about it. Keep moving.
Let's hurry and get outside.
Yeah.
Outside, or are we not going down the other path?
Outside.
I want to see what's down here.
Are you sure we can get out that way?
I don't know.
Then why are you going that way? Let's just go back the way we came.
Oh my god, Toko. Unbelievable. What you can play? Okay.
There's way too many of them. Let's go back.
God, that would be so many coins if they actually let you fight them, though. So many easy coins because they aren't even powered up Monokumas, they're just regular ones.
There's too many of them.
Then what should we do?
Don't ask
Go
me.
the other way I was about to go?
GPS.
Sorry, you're just so reliable, I thought I'd ask.
You're just gonna... Hold on, Tyler. You're just gonna sit there and like, look at that? One thing you say. Yes, not Danganronpa.
Reliable? Well, it is true that my brain is far superior to yours. Now, let's see. It might be better to head back underground for now.
Back through the underground? Are you sure you're okay?
What do you mean?
This is what I was
I mean,
trying to do!
You're afraid of the dark,
Oh my
aren't you?
God.
The underground...
Well, I can exhaust their other possibilities,
Oh.
Aretha.
Are you trying to be an example? I see. As expected of a
Yeah, okay, now I get to go the path that I tried to go a moment ago. Oh, what do you want? That's for the shields. Got it.
Knockback! Why did it feel like you had two different voices
a new
there?
kind of bullet? This
Alright, whatever.
But this gun belongs to Future Foundation, right?
I guess maybe there might be some.
Huh?
But who cares about that right now?
Yeah.
It's obviously Nagato.
I mean, Nagito's the one that took them all away, so
Yeah.
he would be the only one capable of giving them all back.
Okay, so like anything that's close by in this area, I can just achoo.
Yeah, treat it like a shotgun. It does not have a long range.
It's It's that shield guy.
Counter it with the new.
Okay, and now I can just...
Yeah, now you can just now they're basically just normal Monokumas.
Thanks, Toko.
That shield is so sturdy. Is it Gelalumin?
It's Duralumin.
Was that a
Duraluminium.
reference? Duralumin.
Yeah, for my whole playthrough, I'm pretty sure I was pronouncing it Duraluminium like the whole time until they said it like in the trial, and I was like, Duralumin. I was just adding an I.
Isn't it just going to get darker if we keep going? Is it really going to be okay?
Deja vu. It's also not even that dark.
Probably gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's so well lit. Look at all the lights everywhere.
Cheering people up. Can't you choose your words more? Well, I'm sure you're just laughing at me in your head, thinking I'm just some scared little girl.
I'm not laughing about it. I don't like dark places either. But honestly, for some reason, I feel at ease.
This music says otherwise.
Why do you feel at ease? You enjoy taking pleasure in other
This is the
people's
danger
suffering?
music.
My suffering tastes delicious, and you're planning on a 4-course meal, huh?
Sorry, I shouldn't focus on...
You sure have a bitchy personality.
Fuck!
You're the type to talk trash at a wedding, aren't you?
Toko!
I didn't mean it like that. I just mean that I'm sure you're working hard
Of course. Even I'm at my limit. I'm scared of blood and the dark, and I'm just so tired, but there's no choice but to do it. I'm not some crybaby,
tired, but I'm
whiny,
being so
airheaded
brave about
girl.
I'm sorry.
whiny crybaby. What?
What?
Sorry. I tried to scare you, but then your reaction skipped.
Huh? You really are an idiot.
I was just
No
trying to
thoughts,
use
head
potential a little.
empty.
Yeah, well, now I'm more afraid of your stupidity.
Oh,
Alright.
Making a shopping district underground like this? What was the administration thinking?
maybe it's subtle political satire?
Yeah.
Well,
Toko...
Sorry.
Toko, this could be really important. You literally come through like a detective fucking...
The end of this hall is where
where are
there's
these
another
Monokumas coming from?
collectible.
Where?
Brr, brr. To the left. The end, very end of the hall. Nope. Yep. Going that way. Yeah, around.
Oh,
There we go.
okay.
Yeah, Jatro's been installing art all over the place.
Play video games no longer than 8 hours. Take responsibility and end your own life.
I like how it's 111. Like no one knows how to count.
No, I just noticed that.
Toko, I think we can get out from those stairs.
You're right. Let's head over there.
No.
Well,
There
there's
it
a
is.
big gap there.
Monokuma.
Usually when something like that happens, there's one behind us as well.
Yeah. So through that door, there's a collectible.
Of course. Mastering disappointment. Various regrets, company life, missing for work. Da-da-da. I feel like I'm being scolded or
So
something.
vulgar.
enough.
Nothing.
I see.
You're right.
You're pretty annoying.
I love that. You're pretty annoying the way you are right now. Or maybe it's that at a time like this you have to change. That's it, Toko.
Amazing!
You should be a writer.
Oh, Kamaru. Oh,
Like,
that's...
putting aside that, also, you should be a writer, she says to the woman who's literally famous for writing like several hundred books.
Where to now?
Not until the next cutscene.
Okay, so I just need to head to next.
Yeah, just
Not
move
even
on.
in any of these rooms?
Well, you can try.
No, I believe you. Oh,
They're locked. They're locked, but you'll get a way to unlock it. And then we'll be back. We will have to double back as soon as we get the way to unlock it.
of course.
Boop boop boop. Let's just sit on
Oh.
the child's potty.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good thing there was a save point right there, huh?
Yeah.
Another game corner here.
Alright.
See, it looks like we can defeat them all in one go.
I should hope so, or else, well, we'd be a shit out of luck.
So can I knock back something more than once? Tyler?
You could certainly try.
Will I need to?
I think you can just hit him hard enough, like it'll go far. Oh, no. Reload. That other guy saw ya.
Yeah.
Yeah, the aiming's a little awkward. I've messed up that one more than once because, like, you gotta center it, but it's not quite the center of the cursor. You gotta, like, take into account both where Kamaru is and where it is and where the cursor is, and it's just,
Well, like that then. Nope, even more.
a little
other
bit to
way.
the right.
Yeah, it's the other way. I've got to be to the right of the cursor. I assume I don't need to use move to
It's
view
that
it.
arcade machine again.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to. Actually, I don't know if oh, that counts. All right, I never even considered not activating the arcade machine, so I was like genuinely for a second like, actually, I don't know if you like activate it properly if you don't turn it on.
Yep.
I see. It looks like we can defeat them all in one go.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
think so, Toko?
I think so as well, Toko.
That's why I did it. Batteries full.
So I don't need to go anywhere else.
Nope, just keep headed toward the next.
Alright.
Please stop! Violence is a big no-no! Bullying is so uncool! It's so uncool! To protect people instead of using them to hurt people!
What is that?
Someone's getting ambushed. We gotta go save them!
Alright.
mean, it's not that hard.
Someone help me!
Highly recommend walking up and knocking them all back first, just to get them off.
Please stop!
Because they will keep attacking while you're busy.
Oh, those coins are gonna disappear.
I don't think so, because I don't think they technically
Excuse me.
exist while you're in
Are
cutscene.
you alright?
So they'll still be there when you come out.
Oh.
It's Monokuma?
This one's even more of a mono Kuma than the original
What does this
Monokuma,
mean?
because it's actually just one color bear.
Beating up another Monokuma?
That's surprising. I never figured robots would have internal discord.
I'm pretty sure that's an Usami.
I thought I was gonna die. They talk.
Well, Sami's a
Don't
rabbit.
be scared. It's okay. I'm not a particularly suspicious bear. I'm a nice bear. The kind of bear who would give my opponent the corner in Othello.
Oh, Maru, what
Also,
are you doing? Hurry
they
up
know
and
how to
shoot
play
this
Othello
thing.
and Usami doesn't, so.
Yeah.
Do we know that?
Yeah, when you're doing the escape game with Nagito, Monami is like, I never learned how to play Othello.
Is that a reference? Did they do that on purpose? I wonder.
Huh? I have no idea.
Please don't shoot me. I promise you'll understand if we just talk it out.
Talk? Why are you even talking in the first place?
I have an AI inside me. I'm different than the other Monokumas.
AI.
I'm different.
Artificial intelligence. It's inside
My
you.
name is Carolyn.
I can think and reason. I won't run amok like those other bears. I'm your ally.
Look at me do a dance.
I'm all white, see? I'm a white bear, so I'd like to be called Shirokuma. You know, it's kind of cute.
White bear.
Don't be fooled.
I can see that the half that's usually black has been painted over or something, and like it's wearing off in a few places.
It's more unnatural if it's all white.
Yeah.
It's like a curry plate without the curry.
Don't say that. We can be friends. I want to be friends with as many pretty ladies as possible.
Where did you get that flower?
Ready? He may look suspicious, but I can see he has a pretty good eye.
Toko's a slut for flattery.
Yeah.
That's right. I have a good eye for judging character. For example, just by looking at your face, I can guess the time and date of your first kiss.
Oh, what a horrifying
That's-
function.
Insane, actually.
Horrifying.
I mean, if you can tell that about the first kiss, then you should know other firsts, right? If he uses that power, he can mercilessly expose frauds who claim to be virgins.
Coco.
Huh?
Girl power
Why is that such a
mostly
big hang-up of yours,
virginity.
Toko?
This is why so many girls try so hard to be seen as virgins. But if we
Oh,
have this
Toko, you
one's
got some
power,
internalized
we
misogyny
can
to work
uncover
out,
the
huh?
misdeeds of those fraudulent career women.
Oh boy.
There's no mistaking
You
it.
have
This
some
power can
internalized
change
misogyny
the
to work
world.
out.
Oh boy.
I was just giving an example.
And what does this have to do with our current situation anyway?
I guess you're right. I got a little heated there.
By the way, what are you guys doing in a place like this?
Could ask you the same.
Girls
Change the
wandering
subject.
around a dangerous place like this is a big no-no.
We're the ones who killed the
Are you
4
going to lecture
Monokumas
us
that
now?
hijacked you.
It's not our fault. We don't know where to go.
I see. So you're drifters. Girls driven into a corner with nowhere to run.
I feel awkward that Shirokuma is like very locked up on the idea that we're girls. Like we're girls, but like she wants to find
Well-
pretty girls and like, you know.
Yeah, but also Danganronpa's always been weird about the whole
If
gender
that's the
thing.
case, leave it to me. I can take you to a safe
You
place.
are a boy, right?
Huh?
Yes, Miss Mahiru, thank you.
A safe place? Well, that's quite suspicious. It's something a kidnapper would say.
You went through a lot up till now. so you have trouble trusting people. I understand. But the world is also full of amazing people. You don't have to be so pessimistic.
Sorry, but words coming out of a Monokuma's mouth aren't exactly persuasive.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
where's
that's fair.
the safe place you're talking about? Full disclosure, there's a secret base here underground where adults are living in
Why
hiding.
would you just tell them that?
Secret base? Did you hear that, Toko? A secret base! With
Probably
adults
don't
gathered
yell
there.
that.
We should go
Say
there
it a little
too,
louder,
right?
Kamaru.
Hey, what do you think?
I don't think the
I mean,
Warriors
what
of
should
Hope
we do?
heard you.
Even though it was hard enough to find an exit, you want to keep going through the underground?
But it's dangerous to use those stairs. There are tons of Monokumas lurking around the exit.
Huh?
See? So wouldn't it be a smarter idea to find the
They're still
secret
having
base?
a dance party up there, I assume.
That doesn't mean this guy's telling the truth. He is a Monokuma, after all.
I just want to save you. If you come with me, you can see whether or not I'm telling the truth.
You hear that? What do we do? If you think we shouldn't, then I'll go with you. But logically, this is the best option, right? This is the kind of chance that, like, 100 out of 100 people would take.
Well, I wouldn't. So your maths is wrong.
Just be honest and say you want to go. Jeez, you're annoying.
You want to go is highlighted, so you
know it's important.
You want me to go? Then I'll go.
That'll be at the end of chapter
Right.
quiz.
Then let's do that. All right, I'll lead.
The
So
reward
follow
for which
me.
is another fucking tortured Byakuya
Yeah.
scene.
I'll leave it to you, Shirokuma.
So do we have to protect them now?
Over there.
Is this like
we
a
gotta go over there.
Nah,
Which
they'll
way
just
is over
function like
there?
Toko.
cool? So we'll get.
You
in
could
the-
shoot him with dance though.
Jeez, you're a terrible navigator.
Shoot him with dance, it's real funny. Well,
Does it also work?
not as an attraction thing because he's not a siren. But he'll do a little dance.
Yeah. See, pickups do disappear.
Yeah, after a while. I just said those coins weren't going to disappear because they don't exist while you're in a cutscene.
It's no good.
It's no problem.
Leave it to you. What are you?
What? It went inside. And it came out.
Ta-da! It's unlocked now.
Amazing. That's a pretty convenient body.
I feel like Shirokuma is the fattest one out of all of them. I feel like they could all do that.
A convenient
Yeah.
body. That's
I guess Shirokuma is the one who can jump up there and squirm through the hole.
But
Anyway, now that you have that
no.
power, go back and open those other
No,
doors.
look at that. Look. Kamaru, so
Jack,
she's...
Jack could definitely get up in there. They could probably lift each other back in there like they do with the crates.
I don't... okay, yeah, Toko is definitely taller, but even without that, Kamaru's hunched down, right? Imagine if she straightened herself out a bit. She'd be a bit taller. She could reach that without jumping.
Yeah.
Alright, lead me...
Go back through the puzzle room that you were through before. Or hit that Monokuma and open it.
So not this
No,
one.
you can... Yeah, you can go through there now. And those other two rooms
This
from
area
before,
must
you can
have
open
been
there now.
flourishing, too.
And you can save.
this door is locked.
Oh, we have to
Boing.
do the cutscene every time. That's a bit lame.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
So cruel. How can they be so cruel?
They? You're the same as them.
Oh. Okay. Fuck you?
Pour one out for Yuta. Oh no. Oh, I miss him so much. Peace. Well, probably resting in pieces, yeah.
Yeah. Is there one in this room, or is it just the one the room leads to?
Nope. The one the room leads to.
Okay. Oh.
New
Oh yeah, I
skill.
haven't checked my skills in a hot minute. Alright.
New skill. Raise gives you more mana coins. Boop, boop. Well, that one probably won't matter if you keep shooting him in the eye. That means anytime you don't shoot him in the eye, you're more likely to get an item, I guess. So like hearts or batteries or whatever. New skill.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I panicked when I heard the sound as well.
He's looking around, he's like, what the fuck hit me? Guy exploding in front of me? No big deal. Get too close, they will notice you. So. You need They're all alerting each other and getting confused.
Yes!
Nice! Skill.
That one didn't count. No, I lost the coin. Oh, shit! Yeah, okay, I'll take that one.
So even if you had snuck past him, that guy would have alerted them all. It's a cruel joke.
It's pretty funny.
It is pretty funny, yeah.
I'm getting 60 coins now for each gold one, aren't I?
Yes.
Anywhere else?
Nope.
Alright, so all the way to the bottom left then.
Top left.
Actually, it says bottom, the next is bottom left.
Oh, well, I mean, like, I'm
I'll-
looking at where the next collectible is.
Oh, well.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
That's the path you have to take anyway.
Alright.
Yeah, when you have to backtrack, you will turn around.
Alright.
Back on track. Linear until you have to go any direction but forward.
They couldn't have given me break ammo?
Why do the children
Nope.
do such terrible things?
Okay, as you're going through the hallway up there, you turn to the left.
Yep.
The priest. Jotaro Kimura. Lil Ultimate Art.
Oh, there's no save point here. Listen, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run back.
Well, you saved right before you came here. All you did was get Jotaro on the way.
Alright. Alright.
Just take your time. There's no time limit, so...
Yeah, I know, but if it can be messed up by something I literally have no control over.
Yeah, I know.
It's another arcade machine room.
Another arcade machine room.
Looks like we have to time it just right.
So same deal as before, but not while their shields are facing forward.
Yeah, but like, how long does the explosion oh, they turn around for a very long time. Okay.
Yeah, so you should be able to hit them like just as they're turning around, and... Oh, watch out. Remember to put them slightly to the... Yes. Do.
Okay. That wasn't too bad.
Amazing. You two sure are strong.
Not me. It's all thanks to this gun.
Which you are using, so... The gun can't kill the Monokumas on its own, you know?
I hate this game.
Alright. You love it. There's a room.
Yeah. Thailand is no good anymore. I want to choose suicide. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Yep, we're all gonna discuss it. Now that you've read the assigned reading, let's all discuss as a group.
Oh, horrible. Why the mushrooms? Why the mushrooms?
It's an anime trope.
Is it? I
Yeah.
haven't watched that much anime, but I've never heard of fucking mushrooms.
Well, Junko also had the mushroom sprite.
Yes, but I
It's just a thing.
wouldn't call Junko a typical anime tropes.
That's fair. But there's like this trope where you get gloomy. When you're like gloomy, you have mushrooms grow on your head or around you.
Why?
Because it's bringing the atmosphere down, and it's creating an atmosphere that would theoretically breed mushrooms, because it's damp and dark and gloomy. I think that's the idea. I don't know.
Dumb. Why do you say guy and
Toko's-
it? Like,
Toko's jealous of a bear, also. Like, let's not brush past that. Oh, wonderful. My favorite kind of Monokuma.
Monokuma scary!
Ever look in the mirror?
well, well, that was a difficult fight. Yeah, a close one.
Oh, that was so hard. That was so hard.
Why don't we take a break here? Of course, I don't have to take any breaks, but I was being considerate of you ladies.
Ugh.
Well, thanks for the thought.
You two really are strong. I'm glad you aren't my enemies.
That has yet to be seen. It's not like I trust you.
But I'm really not your enemy. What do I need to do to have you guys trust me?
You were suspicious
Maybe stop
from the
spawning
start.
mushrooms.
Awfully convenient to just run into us down here. Were you perhaps waiting for us?
It's true that I did coincidentally see you guys go down here, so I came down to wait.
You see? I knew it! You were waiting for us from the start!
Toko's a danger
But
detector.
it was just so I
Nah,
could
she's
save
just
you.
paranoid.
I swear, I was watching you for a bit, and you seemed like you were in trouble, so I wanted to save you.
What? Save? We're the ones who saved you.
Oh, I'm so ashamed. Why did you want to save us? No reason in particular. I just want to save people. That's all.
Huh?
There's no way I should be the only.
Toko, this one is definitely...
Even if it is telling the truth, it's still really weird.
Togo,
I mean,
it's just rude.
just because it has an AI, why does that make it act different than the other Monokumas?
What do you mean? Just because it has an AI, why does that make it act different? That's what an AI does.
You can ask, but even I'm not sure myself.
You are. It's because you have an AI.
The only thing I can say is that I have an AI with a personality, a special thought process.
That's not
I don't
possible.
know who put this AI in me, or for what purpose.
You don't even know that?
But it's the same with humans, right? They don't know where they came from and why, right? Knowing that made me feel like I never want to be lost. I have a heart, and I'll follow it. That's amazing. You think so?
Don't be so impressed by some talking bear. Get a hold of yourself.
I can't help it. It's not like I'm special or anything. I'm just a normal girl.
I'm getting really tired of hearing that.
Now then, now that that's cleared up, it's
Oops.
about time we
Oops.
move along.
Okay, there we go.
It's not cleared up at all.
See? If we go through there, we can get into the sewer.
Huh? We're going into the sewer?
Yeah, the secret base is hidden there. Oh, but the other Monokumas don't know about it, so shh.
I've got my eye on you.
They're gonna go
bear.
down there and there's gonna be Monokumas and that's gonna like, it's gonna make them panic. Nothing ever goes
Dark
well in
and
this game after
smelly.
all.
There's a shop right there. That's a good sign.
I wasn't talking about me. I'd say something so cruel.
Hello.
Welcome.
Alright. More quality time. Let's get that, yeah?
Some quality time with Jack. Whoop whoop.
Wow, that's expensive.
Yeah, because the battery efficiency once you get it all the way up is insane.
Yeah. What do you think, that?
I think your growth rate is already pretty good. Capacity couldn't hurt to get some capacity up.
Sold.
I want to see what's in Bling.
Yeah, yeah. The crown ones are always good, supposedly. that's what they're supposed to be. Suggested as crowns and
Yeah.
flowers is new. They might be suggested because they pair well with something. I have no idea. Effect would probably be good for like knockback, maybe. The
Not a
strongly one
clue.
might be good for knockback or dance to give it stronger effects,
Not
make
a
it last
clue,
longer.
honestly. I think I'd just rather do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the doodle of Jack as a crab in the corner. Did you see?
Sold.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks for
Definitely.
your business.
Thanks for your business. Move. Nope, nothing pairs with sadly.
Oh, would I know? Would I be able to tell?
Yeah. See, they're saying good there. Good. So it pairs pretty well with strong. So you get a bit of a boost to the things it would do.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell. Okay, let me... Oh, that's a bad idea. So this should be... Oh yeah, I see.
Get a lot of capacity from that combo.
Yeah.
This energetic is a high capacity bullet. A bling. Strongly, good effect. And if
Yeah, why not?
Wrong.
Let's throw some random ones together.
Yeah, there's some paint cans over there.
Oh, there are Monokumas here too.
Of course there are. You're here.
What should we do?
Ugh,
Is there a way to
I
get
hate this
across?
part.
You better not say swim. Polluted water like this is full of bacteria.
Yeah, that's definitely the worst of your
It'll
concerns.
be okay. Just leave it to me.
My son is a 13-pound cat and it's his birthday tomorrow.
Aw. Happy early birthday to your son.
Wait for me here. If I turn the handle on that side,
Okay. Do I have to protect them?
Yep.
They're going after Shirakuma!
Well, I guess you gotta save him.
Monokuma's scared.
Jeez, enough already!
Maru, save me.
Hold on, Shirakuma! Just a little more!
They're here. I'm saved.
Well, that was easy.
Okay, I'm gonna extend that bridge.
Thank you!
Could have been extending the bridge the whole time, but whatever.
Thank you, Shirakuma!
Please don't. Can you open your map when you get to the bottom of that ladder? Alright.
I'm assuming
No.
there's
They had
one
a
like
family,
there.
right?
Well, there's one closer to your right. In that pipe.
Okay.
Something came out.
You can also use detect to look at the pipe,
Oh yeah.
because there's paint cans.
Oh yeah, you're right. Ah.
Present.
Okay.
So as you can guess, some of them will not be present.
Oh.
Omaru, knock them back and drop them.
Sploosh.
Bloosh. Yeah, go around to the other pipe.
Careful.
Yeah, don't drop my fucking present into the water.
Violent urge. That sounds like a
Now.
jackwad if I ever had to guess.
Under the battery on the book clue you in a little bit.
Might as well. Not that I'll ever need
Oh,
it.
batteries. Pop.
Nope. Man, this thing has a big range.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like literally just anything.
It's
anything in the circle, regardless of how far away it is.
It's just the lens of truth, essentially.
Basically.
Not that you know what that is yet, but we'll be getting that very soon when we play Ocarina of Time next. It'll be the next thing we get.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's not entirely true. Very sweet tooth, 100% sweet, that, whatever. Oh.
What's going on?
Now that we've all read the assigned reading.
Yeah.
What is happening to your
It's like
cheek
Murphy's Law. More expensive, the item more likely is to break. When you wash your car, it rains. It's not a scientific theory.
Popularized by pessimists.
He's getting turkey tomorrow.
Oh. He deserves it. Tell him I said psst, 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 psst.
Huh? And you're right.
Okay.
It's far too suspicious. And
So mean.
So mean. Yeah, that's Toko's charm.
Yeah, Toko's a bit of a bitch. Then again, I feel like her distrust for Monokuma is a bit justified.
Yeah, yeah. She has good reason to doubt anything even vaguely Monokuma shaped. So you should be right.
I'm trying to see if I can see the downstairs. No. I am here.
Alright. Continue. Nothing for a while. Until you get to that big pink room.
Okay. I didn't actually absorb any of that. You know how you do that?
Yeah, the dark pink room. Not until you get there. I can hear my uncle ranting about something downstairs.
We can't get across.
Yeah, yeah.
It's alright. Once.
Yeah, I thought you'd say that.
Oh. He's dropping the hard fuck. He's real mad.
Uh-oh. What's he mad about?
Oh, there it is again.
Give us
I
the
have no fucking clue.
give us the details.
I can't hear much through the door, so I'm just hearing the occasional fucking blah, 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 blah. I'm like, alright, buddy.
It might be important.
Here.
Not to me, probably. He's probably just mad at his technically ex-wife.
Oh, okay. Oh,
See? I knew it. They came
this
out.
one's gonna be difficult.
They're going after Shirokuma.
This is bad. Oh, that bomb guy.
Monokuma's scary.
Can't even shoot them from the side.
You gotta angle. You gotta angle a little better to get him truly from the back.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do about this one, Chief.
Yeah, for the next one, you gotta wait until he goes past where the bomb Monokuma is, so you get the bomb behind him.
Alright!
So you do gotta let him
You
get
not?
Hello, buddy. Can you focus a little bit? I've got a job. Did you just get distracted? Alright, so this is how you know that Shirokuma has an AI and these guys do not. They don't have any kind of intelligence,
Jeez, enough already.
let alone artificial.
Well,
He's still going.
Monokuma's scary.
okay.
They're here.
I guess I just gotta use my brake shot in his ass. Wait for him to move.
Monokuma's scary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not okay.
Get him with the bomb, get him with the bomb. Bam.
They're here. I'm saved. Okay, I'm gonna extend that bridge.
Thank you!
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you, Shirokuma!
Oh, I didn't really do much. But I guess I was pretty cool back there.
Well, aren't we humble?
Shut up, Toko.
You having fun?
Yes.
Looks like the children have gotten bored
Uh-oh.
of this game. Guess this is how games get forgotten.
For some reason, that's very critical.
Rather than fight against them one at a time, we should defeat them all at once.
Okay. So what am I seeing?
A siren, a big hole,
Oh,
and one of
okay.
those junkers. Yeah, just so you don't screw this one up, one of the parts I got stuck on a little bit is once you hit them with the dance, you really gotta make sure they both get to the edge and hit them off quick before the dance wears off. Because otherwise, you know, they both see you, and then you fail. Also be careful not to get hit by the junker. Not to get seen by the junker, I mean. Yay!
Tyler, you're off sync with every single thing that you hum to. You have to remember that.
Sorry, there's a man there with a note.
To the truth. Shit. Okay. Fair enough.
Funky!
Funky fresh.
Okay, yeah, go to the right. And keep going to the right. I guess Monokumas also get iframes, huh?
Yeah.
He just totally ignored that explosion because he was still getting up.
Oh.
There's 4.
I don't really get it, but
Wouldn't that be dangerous? What if those kids booby trap them or something?
oh, then I guess ignoring it for now is best.
Huh. What the Alright, hold on.
There's a child. Talk to the child.
I want to read this. Hey.
The child will give you a note that says the same thing.
One.
Talk to the child.
It's one though. Can I just do it?
I think. Perhaps.
Nope.
Alright, talk to the child.
It is just one though. The answer is one. Yeah.
A written challenge?
Looks like we have to solve the riddle this kid is. To what I can discern, you get an item.
Sounds like a pretty shitty game to me.
Wouldn't that just be running away from? It would be shameful.
Why do you care so much about?
Yeah, it's one, isn't it? Right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All that happens if you pick the wrong one is a Monokuma comes out. Like a single regular Monokuma comes out of the hole. Pop.
Take the item, you woman!
She's gotta brag first.
Who's the boss? Boo-hoo!
Ooh, woo! Good work, Brain Age. 100%.
Yay! Heck yeah! I'll never.
Well,
I sure hope not.
oh.
Oh, this was worth it.
Was it?
Gotta say, of all the collectibles, Sake to Sake is my least favorite. And I am including the How to Kill Demons fucking masterpiece.
Have I seen that one yet?
Yeah, there's a few of them. That was that one where I said, you probably should just skip this one. Because it's just descriptions of various, very creative ways to kill demons.
Ooh. That's pretty, actually.
Yeah, it's a little funky. It's all sewer water, though. Don't worry about that sparkle on the other side. It'll still be there when you get out.
And here we are.
There's supposed to be a secret base here? I knew it. You tricked us.
Parker, can you just keep it in
Amaru,
your
don't
pants?
hold back. Shoot this traitor.
No, you're wrong. The secret base is up here when you climb the ladder. Come on, follow.
It's gonna be all ruined and full of Monokumas, because there are Monokumas down here. Oh, you climbed so slow.
Did you expect them to climb any faster with that big pudgy body of theirs?
What do you think you're doing?
Huh?
We might both be girls, but I'd die if you saw my underwear.
Well then, even if I see them on accident, I'll be sure not to tell you.
I already saw it. Jack is not careful with the way her skirt flutters. Also, this is not the first time we've climbed up ladders.
See, right here. Whoa. Okay.
Oh, that's safe.
Come on in, you guys.
Oh.
Candy people! nom 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 nom.
Wow, I really wasn't expecting that to be safe.
So many adults here.
I never expected there'd be an underground base like this.
It's an old warehouse where they used to store water tanks. The kids don't know about it. What's with those? I brought them here to make it a little easier for everyone to live. Aren't I strong? I might not look like it, but I'm built the same way as a Monokuma.
Might not look like it? You look exactly like a Monokuma.
I might not look like a Monokuma, but I am a bear that's 2 colors with a red eye.
Since you're here, you might as well talk to everyone. You can talk to me after.
To talk to people, walk up to them and press E.
One-sided idiot. It's not like I want to talk to them.
Alright. I certainly wasn't expecting this.
There's one collectible in front of the truck.
Oh,
That's in
yeah.
the middle of the thing.
Oh,
Yeah. But other than that, you do have to talk to all the people with the little dots over their head. And there's a save point to the far back, I believe.
Oh. You're...
Hey, you're not a candy person. That means you're
Oh.
important.
We saw her profile, didn't we?
No.
Hello.
Yeah.
What a rude woman. Not so friendly, is she?
Well, sorry about that.
You heard?
I have sharp ears. I can even hear things I don't want to hear. It's a pain. If you two plan on staying here, it might be better if you cover your ears as much as possible, because eventually, you'll get sick of it.
Sick of it?
I can't really get along with the people here.
If you're so unsatisfied with this place, why don't you just leave?
Well, that's a good point. Staying here isn't going to improve the situation any, but what I can accomplish by myself is limited. Since that's the case, I'm better off being here.
He's a demon.
That wristband.
Your wristband's the same too, right? This is my first time meeting an ally.
Are you a target
Well, I mean, the
in
demons
those
are just all
brats game
adults.
too?
But she's on the hit list, is what you mean.
Yeah, how about that? Of all people, I can't believe I was turned into a toy for those kids.
Are there others like us who have wristbands on them?
We've literally met
Well,
one,
I'm not
Kamaru.
sure about the precise number, but there are plenty. The others are somewhere in this town, probably shuddering in fear. If possible, I want to save them and bring them here.
Save. You.
No, of course not me personally, but some of the adults here. Listen, everyone other than Shirakuma isn't allowed outside, but they can sneak out. Actually, sometimes I have adults bring back cigarettes from the outside.
I can't believe they actually listen to you.
It's not hard. I use a woman's special charm. It's especially effective in situations like this.
Alright.
Of course, you girls aren't full adults yet, so you won't be able to really use your charm.
Or hopefully you won't be able to.
But anyway, that's the gist of it. If you ever see someone with a wristband or clues, let me know. We have to save them before they get killed off by the brats.
Yeah, understood.
Oh, that's right, I almost forgot. The name's Hiroko Hagakure.
Oh!
I'm once divorced and currently single. My age is a secret.
Is she related to Yasuhiro, or is she
Yes.
his ex?
She's his mom.
Ah, his mom!
Yep.
Oh my god!
My name is Kamaru Naegi. Pleased to meet you.
Hagakure? What a surprise. Doesn't seem like the older sister. Maybe the mother?
The one muttering over there. What's your name?
It's Toko Fukawa.
Okay, noted. You're Coco and Fufu.
Why did you use my last name?
Who cares? Worrying over little details is bad for the skin, hon.
Jeez, half-assing it. You two are definitely related.
Oh, Hiroko, my beloved. So yeah, now you've figured out what you're supposed to do with the hit list. You give them to her.
What does it do?
You get to talk a little bit about them, and then she theoretically saves them.
Oh,
Like
okay.
she says she'll send adults out to get them from wherever they are.
But
Okay.
I love that both Hiroko and the servant have the sexiest theme song music. Doom, doo, doo, doom,
Hey, hey.
doo, 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 doo.
Yes? No. Jeez.
Toranosuke Ishimaru.
But
Hold on, I need to look something up real quick.
What?
My brain is telling me that's a Persona 5 reference.
Tora.
Oh, it almost is.
Almost.
Yeah. His name is Toranosuke, right?
Yep.
Toranosuke.
To-
Toranosuke, but his last name is the same as our ultimate moral compass.
right. Because it's his grandpa.
Yeah. In Persona 5, there is a president, or an ex-politician, named Toranosuke Yoshida.
Maybe there was just a real life scandal, like scandal-ridden prime minister or president named Toranosuke, and so they're just both a reference to that.
Let me see. Research time, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
There's a lot of fucking Japanese politicians with Toranosuke.
Maybe it's just a common name.
Oh, there's two that are like in our time.
Learning with Aretha, Tyler, and Ultra Despair Girls.
Yeah. That's interesting.
I see.
He was such an
no.
Yeah.
Leave it to me. Correct.
Hiroko says a cab.
It's gonna be alright.
Will they appear in this safe haven?
No. Yeah, once they're checked off, that's when you've given them to her. So they'll just be marked as checked off there.
I'm gonna see what she says. We say about Yuta, because he's, you know.
His hunting location is the Toa Bridge too.
Unforgivable.
Huh?
What the? Unforgivable.
What's going on?
At least a finger.
Huh? Just kidding. Huh. It's gonna be alright.
Nothing.
Alright.
Takemichi!
No. You're right.
Toko internalized absolutely nothing from the first game.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I don't think Toko and Mondo hung out much before Mondo became butter.
That's fair. But also, the name of his biker gang became pretty important in the last trial. Because it was carved into that pickaxe that was in the floor that Mondo couldn't get to. Because it wasn't open before he died.
Fair.
But it's entirely possible to skip over that detail, because it wasn't that big a deal. This Ruru guy. She really just likes the double syllable names, huh?
Amazing!
No. Leave it to me.
Alright.
Cops couldn't count on two hands how many windows I broke in a day.
So it's more than 10 at least. Yeah.
Oh, cannon. Cannon, cannon, cannon.
But don't mess with me.
She's not covered in makeup, but Toko.
She
It's
is,
gonna
though.
be alright.
She is. Toko's right.
Really?
Yeah.
What's going on?
She's covered in makeup because that's the look on a magazine that Leon liked once, so she does it all the time now.
Fair enough.
She's obsessed with Leon.
In a really bad way?
In a really bad way.
Oh.
Nothing.
Yeah. In case you're wondering why she's the manager of his baseball
Yeah.
team.
Yeah, no, I realized. But they're related, aren't they? Ew.
They're cousins. Even worse, too.
Yeah.
Their dads are really close, so they actually call each other Big Bro and Little Sis. So they're like cousins, but more like siblings. It's,
Alright, let's try and make
Why,
this
hello
quick.
there. You must be new.
Yeah, same here.
Is now really the time for friendly?
Well, there's nowhere else to go. To actually... Even if they're kids.
What? You're just sitting around?
No! It'd be reckless to attack now.
Yeah, so just as I thought.
What's with you guys? If you're just...
I want to watch Toko single-handedly alienate the entire rebellion.
Just looking at those kinds of...
But that's probably because it can't be helped.
It can't
Ooh,
be
it
helped.
started raining.
Why?
They know how powerless they are.
And that's why we're all cooped up inside this dust-covered... I mean, this place is...
No,
It's okay. I got it. That was close.
What a relief.
That's a Chekhov's gun moment if ever I saw one.
Alright, I hope there aren't too many.
Are you hurt? Are you?
It's pretty bad, don't you think? The kids did it. If Shirakuma hadn't been there to save me, I would have...
He risked his life. Shirakuma.
Shirakuma saved our lives. If he weren't around, everyone here would be dead by now. You saw his wounds, right? He got those trying to help us all. I can't thank him and...
Actually thanking him.
Don't do that! Don't lump him in with the other Monokumas!
Toko, you don't have to be so prickly.
I just said how I feel. Jeez, what kind of world is this?
First Amendment rights.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
First Amendment right.
Ones that just came in look pretty young. You better not be on the side of the kids.
Of course not. Exactly what part of this voluptuous body is childish?
Shirokuma brought you guys.
Choco.
We don't have to worry.
You sure
We can
do
trust
have
him.
your own
Were you also brought
your
here
own
by
sense of
Shirokuma?
humor, huh?
Yeah, all the people here were. We were all saved by Shirokuma. Hey, sorry to be rude, but I don't really feel like talking. You can chat with someone else.
You're the one that started
Was
the conversation.
that guy in a bad mood or something?
He just doesn't understand, acting all aloof. He doesn't know real cool. I
Yeah,
want
that-
Master Byakuya to teach him a lesson.
Yeah, that's definitely why he walked away like that, because he was trying to be cool, Toko.
Wait, no. I want Master Byakuya to teach me a lesson.
Toko! Alright, I'm done,
Focus,
right?
honey, focus.
I can talk to Usami now, yeah?
Think so.
Shirokuma.
Shirokuma.
Might be a good idea to do that first.
So, everyone here is so nice.
If these irritating cowards are nice people, this world must not be made up of bad people. And that stranger danger warning would no longer be needed.
Toko.
Such an amazing world. That's the epitome of
Shiro!
I was being sarcastic.
Well then, it's about time we went back. This place is used as a conference room, so let's talk inside.
I remember seeing something about like accepting missions and shit like that for this game, and I was wondering how long it would take to get to that.
Yeah, I know.
This is becoming an actual like rebellion thing. Yeah.
Huh? He's not here. He's you.
Who's not here?
The leader of the resistance. Can you wait here a little while?
Leader? He's probably some old geezer who thinks he can run the show. I won't hold my breath.
I'm just like thinking it's fucking. It's not, but like my brain is like the guy from Future Foundation, the anime. What's his name?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
No, it's not Izuru.
What kind of leader would a pitiful place like this even have?
That
Definitely
bitch.
a useless
Tarko,
old man. If he
Tarko.
really is a
Oh
superior
my
man,
See, I thought it would be
he
funny
a
if it was just
superior
literally
organization.
Byakuya.
Yeah.
And
I
you
was
shouldn't
like,
have
it'd be
high
funny if
expectations
she was like
either,
talking
Amara.
shit, and then literally Byakuya just walks in.
Expectations.
See, I had thought the whole time, like I was under the impression that like I don't even think Byakuya is actually captured. Pick him up from the left or the right. Well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Well, you probably should have said that a
Victims
lot
and the
sooner.
missing are divided into two
Sorry, I was
legs.
in the mid-sentence.
It's
It doesn't
not
super
even
matter,
matter
it just
at
means
this
you'll have to wait
point.
until the end of the cutscene to
This
get
is
the last one.
war.
Unless you go from
Kids
left to right
call it
after this one.
revolution.
That's just semantics.
Exactly. Call it whatever name you please. In the end, there's still a mountain of body, but by calling it a revolution, they justify it in their minds and become even more.
By how you're talking, you seem to know these brats pretty well.
Well,
You're talking about the Warriors of Hope who lead the Monokuma Kid. From what I know, they were apparently students of an elementary school affiliated with Hope's Peak.
Hope's Peak Academy? Why would that name come up now?
What about it? Did
Not just something. But forget about it for now. It's a very long story. But more on the subject. I never expected the Academy to also have an elementary.
They're not technically affiliated. Attending Hope's Peak Academy still requires being scouted, but the elementary was still prestigious. Many Hope's Peak Academy students came from there. The elementary studied the talents of children. Only child prodigies could attend.
of course.
And how exactly are they prodigies? They're just a bunch of mental brats.
I guess that just shows that having a great mind does not always make a great person. Or a child. A child's talent can easily be corrupted into something evil. Those 5 are the worst example. Actually, the Warriors of Hope were all in the classroom with the Trouble Children.
Troublemakers, huh? Just as I thought. They were all deviants from the start.
It might be more accurate to say
Ah, yes,
that
that's
they
how it
own
works.
talent not even the teachers
Bad
could
people are
control.
just always bad people.
And what makes it more horrifying is that they're still kids.
They're just born
They
that
kill
way.
without guilt or mercy. You remember what you were like when you were children? How many cruel things you did? Insane because they're too pure. Uncontrollable because they're too innocent. Children with more potential than adults. How horrifying it would be if they were truly out of control. Toa City is an example of
Are they
that.
not truly out of control?
You.
They've got a
you
death
think
rate
it's
somewhere
fun
in
to
the like
threat-
hundreds of thousands.
It's not like that.
That's none of your business.
So what?
Yeah, get it from the left to the right.
I know what that does.
Quickfire. So many are up there.
This is just reading it.
Hmm. Oh. Okay.
What does Quickfire do again?
Increases laser sight move speed or some shit like that.
Oh, so like mouse sensitivity basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
The writing's really.
That's quite
Yeah.
a poet.
Yeah. Poetic is one way to describe
Yo,
it.
Shirakuma! I heard you were looking for me.
Hi, G.
I heard you
Hello,
went
Matt
outside
Mercer.
again without my permission. Didn't I tell you it's dangerous? So, 2 more newcomers?
Is it Matt Mercer?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Name's Haiji Toa.
You know,
I'm the
unfortunately.
leader of the resistance here.
I don't like Haiji.
What a surprise. He's pretty handsome.
Are you saying that because you have the same hairdo?
I'm Toko Fukawa. I hope we get along well.
I'm Kamara Naegi.
So, a girl who's filthy and a girl who's clean. Which one do you prefer?
If your last name is Toa, does that mean that
Yeah, I'm from the Toa family.
Haiji's
Funky.
father is a chairman of Toa Group?
Then you're a son of a distinguished family? And the Toa...
She's just
I'm
horny
getting
for
a
rich
little hot
boys.
from the-
Got it. Leave it to my
I didn't ask.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I don't have status or money or anything. Those kids took it. Thanks to them, I lost everything. Toa Group. Even the whole damn Toa City.
By the way, do you
Funky.
happen to know who's leading the...
Who knows?
So why don't you like Haiji?
Then do you
Fucking
really know
Haiji
why
despise
Toa
this
City
man.
is in charge?
Why does
That still
everyone?
gets me.
Why does everyone hate Haiji? I suppose I'll learn.
Sorry, but I don't really know much about Toa's situation.
It's
Didn't really do
weirdly
anything there.
not plot relevant, actually.
Really?
The one who would have all the answers.
yeah.
My dad.
So I can tell you
He's
if you
been missing
want,
since the riots.
but
I am-
it's something that comes up. It's something that comes up way later, but it's weirdly not plot relevant.
You promise?
Yeah, because you literally, yeah, it's just
It's just a fact you learn about him. It doesn't.
yeah, and then it's never brought up again. Like it's
I'm the
mentioned
same.
twice and then never comes up again.
I don't know where my parents are either.
Go on, hit me with it.
he likes very young girls.
Ah, okay, yep, nope, that's understandable. Yeah.
It's weird how throwaway the lines he mentions it in it are.
Nah, yep, okay, yep.
So yeah, we fucking despise the man.
I want to
Understandable.
go home no matter what. Please, tell me how to get out of this city.
Well, if there is a way to escape, I'd love to know.
Huh?
All the roads that connect to the outside are blocked completely, and it wouldn't matter anyway. That wristband. Those kids put it on you, right?
I know it will explode if I try to leave, but does anyone know how to take it off or something?
Even if he wasn't a pedo, he's
No?
still a shitty guy.
I want to help, but I'm sorry. It's just not possible.
However, no need to get too down about that. At least this place is safe. Those brats don't even know this place exists.
You're telling us just to hide here?
It's not like you can escape anyway. Staying put and keeping quiet is the best move right now.
You're right. At least as long as I'm here.
Why
Fight.
don't you fight?
Yeah.
Isn't
Thank
this
you,
a
Toko.
resistance? An organization created to fight these little brats, right? Then why don't you just fight?
Fight? That'd be suicide. We have no guns. See this arm?
Your arm.
Yeah, got crushed, crumbled up like paper. The whole thing only took a split second, and those brats were laughing. Like it was fun to them. While I was screaming. They're not kids. Not anymore. They're devils.
Devils.
Oh, that sounds familiar. The dehumanization of the opponents, huh?
Well, the bright side is, even my nerve endings were crushed, so I don't even feel the pain. Of course, that just means it'll never fully heal.
So basically, your will got shattered along with that arm of...
Huh?
And that's why you're sitting here, moping and pitying yourself, right?
What the? You sure got harsh.
That nice girl act was just for your benefit. I got information now, using my womanly
Toko.
charm.
Yeah.
And, of course, I belong to Master Byakuya only. There's no way I'd give my heart to some mole of a man, hiding underground like a cow.
Yeah, okay, Toko.
It's not like I'm going to hide forever. I'm just waiting for the right opportunity to strike.
Sure.
Excuses.
Sure, buddy.
Save them for your psychiatrist.
What's the point of fighting back knowing that you die? It's all for nothing if you're dead.
The way you are now, you might as well be.
Toko, that's too far!
I'm saying it to you too. Huh? Weren't you going to fight against those brats? What are you doing sympathizing with these people? Yeah, okay. Maybe you are just an average, common, ordinary character
Take a
with no
shot.
special talents.
Yeah, there it
A
is.
drab girl who lacks presence,
Yep,
charm,
another
with
one.
no athletic or
Yep.
intellectual skills.
There it is.
What's wrong with that? Someone who just keeps making excuses and doesn't even try to fight back? You're
Oh my
rotten
god,
dead.
Tyler.
Totally.
Ow.
Why are you being so cruel?
Wrong hole.
Hey now, I'm sure Toko didn't mean it like that.
Oh, yes, I did.
Why do I
Just
suck
looking
at
at you
basic human
frustrates me.
function?
You remind me
This
of
is the
myself.
second time
in the
something's
past.
gone down the wrong hole on
No
stream.
matter how much pain or
What?
despair you feel, nothing will change if you keep
I
denying it.
remember on our last Ocarina of Time stream, I was eating something.
Oh, yeah.
Why
and
don't
I
you just
started
try to
choking.
treat no matter how
This is the
scary
second stream in a
situation
row that I've
is?
choked
He
on
faced
stream.
it head on and moved forward. Thanks to that, I'm alive today.
Rushing forward at full speed with no hope of success isn't courage. It's stupidity.
Who's?
Well, do you have a plan? Do you know of some way to get out of here? Do you know how to remove a wristband?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure Future Foundation technology can get it off.
Huh?
I was just saying. It's not like.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say about Future Foundation? Don't tell me you're just gonna leave it up to those guys.
What do you mean?
Toko is a member of Future Foundation.
What?
Oh, yeah, great.
What
Let's
did
just
you
drop
say?
that little tidbit.
Haiji?
If that's the case, then I'm sorry. Get the fuck out of here. I refuse to cooperate with you.
go. He told us to get out. We can't stay here.
You're right.
So, no missions then? Missions?
Nope.
Missions? Is that not a thing that we do in this game? I swear that is a thing that we do in this game.
I wonder what happened with Haiji. He totally looked.
Okay.
What?
Someone help! That's my wife!
Please, calm down. Adulty.
I can't just stay calm looking at this. This is a trap. They're just trying to flush us out. Why fall for their cheap tricks?
Did something happen? It might be better if you guys didn't look.
Huh?
Just because the adults managed to make their way here, it doesn't mean they're saved. As long as we're helpless against the children, there will be no future for the adults here. But there's no need for you guys to worry about that. I'm sure you're already troubled enough.
Then I won't think about it. Who won't do any good anyway.
And sorry about earlier. I never thought Haiji would react like that. It seems as if he hates Future Foundation.
Who cares? I'm not interested in those who are beneath me. Anyway, the exit's over there, right?
Huh? Leaving already? You should at least stay the night.
If I had to spend a night in this dump, I would rather leap into the arms of a Monokuma.
Aren't you being a bit too dramatic?
They're probably planning to attack us while we sleep. Or take funny pictures of our sleepy faces.
Oh no! A sleeping face shot would be bad.
Oh my god.
It's already nighttime. And underground, it's going to be even darker.
Kamaru.
I guess I've got no choice.
Kamaru.
See, this place is a private room. It's you.
Private
Just sleep in this prison
No
cell.
matter what you call it, this is a prison cell.
There you go.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It just looks like one. But
What is the difference between a room that looks like a prison cell and an actual prison cell?
We got no choice.
Whether you're locked in or not.
Yeah, I guess.
about what you mentioned before.
So,
And if you make contact with them,
Well, yeah, but reach.
it's true that it will be difficult. I'd like you to have this.
Ooh.
Laptop.
It's the newest
Laptop.
wireless device Togami Group developed. It wasn't available to the public, but Group...
So, if we use the
really?
No, it's not that easy.
jamming,
He means radio interference.
Thanks to the
Kamaru,
signal jamming
no
everywhere in
thoughts.
Toa,
Ed
this device
empty.
can't be used.
Then why give it to us? You want us to throw it away for you or something?
Pogo.
No, it's not that.
You're a dumbass.
The jamming radio waves are emitted from a huge building called Toa Hills. If you send a signal from a higher spot, you should be able to avoid the jamming. And of all the buildings in this city, there's one that just might work. And it's not a skyscraper called Toa Tower. It's a huge tower, a landmark of Toa City. That building is taller than Toa Hills, so you should be able to send a signal from there.
So that's how
And
jamming
if
signals
we
work.
go there,
You
we
just
can
gotta
go
get, like,
Future Foundation.
over them.
If you already knew
I mean, they
about
have a
this,
range.
Why didn't you just use other adults?
It's impossible for anyone here. Monica, but I've seen you two fight. You can beat.
But that mole man said he didn't want to.
I'm sure he'll understand. If Future Foundation comes,
I'm sure.
of course
He
I
seems
won't
like a very
force you.
reasonable person.
No doubt about. I wish I could do it to tell you the truth. I'm jealous of you two. I wish I had the power to protect people.
Hey, Toko,
I know. You want me? Well, it's been decided.
I want to go.
What?
I know it's dangerous, but we found a way to survive up until now. So, I want to keep
putting on her
trying.
big boy pants.
Keep
making
going forward.
decisions.
Good work, Kamaru.
I understand how you feel, but maybe you should think this over.
What happened, Toko?
No, it's just... Well, I guess it's better than just rotting away here.
Then we are going.
For now, we'll check it out. We'll see about contacting Future Foundation when we're there.
Looks like you made your decision. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your courage. Well, make sure you get plenty of rest today so you're prepared for tomorrow. Thank you. I'm finally... Shirakuma, thank you so much.
Oh, good for you. A tight and bouncy hug from a high school girl is priceless.
No, Toko.
So cold, Master Byakuya.
And
Look
there
at
was
that.
only one bed.
It's morning.
They had their fucking... Kamaru had a fucking leg over Toko. Like, they were cuddling. That was cuddles.
Yeah,
There was only
sure is.
one bed.
Of course, there's no real way to tell underground.
But still, I feel refreshed. I was able to get a really good night's sleep.
You're the only one who slept well. How can you just fall asleep so fast like that?
Okay then.
It raises the
Now I'll
question,
tell
if
you
she
how to get
switches
to
when she
Toa
goes
Tower.
unconscious, does she, like, sleep, like, at all?
After you climb
Like
the
ever?
ladder,
I don't
go
know
the
if I would
opposite way
consider
you
going
came from.
unconscious and falling
That will
asleep
take
the
you
same.
above ground.
That's fair.
A little bit past that, there will be a river. Follow the... Doesn't sound like...
The problem
Also, she does
isn't the
apparently
distance.
get...
It's the
She does apparently
it's
fall
gonna be
unconscious
alright.
for some length
I'm
of time
sure of it.
sometimes.
Why
It's
do
just
you say
after she
that?
wakes up,
You
she
have
switches.
no reason to think that. What's...
You're the reason, Toko. You might be worried for whatever
Aw.
reason, but with you around, there's no need to worry.
Yeah, can I just get back to the gameplay?
Just leave it
Let
to
them be
us.
gay for a little bit.
We'll definitely
Look, she's
get a
like tapping her
message off to
fingers
Future
together too.
Foundation. You two be careful. Have a safe trip.
So for first collectible you gotta get is the shiny you saw the other day.
Yeah.
It's still on the other side of that ring.
Toko, what? What are you doing? What? She went there? What?
She's always gonna follow you wherever you go.
So am I wrong in saying that there isn't missions then? Like, because I swear that was a thing that I had
You
to...
said to go the opposite way from where we came.
That was the thing that I read about this game.
I don't think that doesn't sound familiar to me. So I'm gonna say no. I mean, I guess if you think about it, the challenges are kind of like missions sometimes. Like when the kids give you those challenges.
I don't know, man.
Some of them drag on a little long. Some of them drag on a little long, so they can be like missions.
Uh-huh.
Oh, manga. Oh, Japanese manga. How interesting your titles are.
It's piss. She's
This is
saying
not
it's-
funny at all.
Light novels. Oh, Toko. I wouldn't even wipe my ass with this.
Huh.
And
Jeez.
Don't mess with me!
Jesus Christ.
That's not it! What's going on?
That's terrible.
Anything down that way?
Nope. Leave the sewer. There's nothing else in the sewer.
Looks like we can get out if we climb that ladder.
Finally, at long last!
Alright. Uh-oh.
Oh, this place is a graveyard.
Looks like it.
Very funky
It
graveyard.
doesn't just look like it. It's clearly a graveyard.
This whole town is basically a graveyard anyway. At least this place buried the body.
That's not the problem. I've had the ability to see ghosts ever since I was a kid.
Oh, really? If you like the occult, I know just the guy you... He's even more of an idiot than you. You'd really hit it off. What do you say?
Well, first we have to get out of here.
Turn around.
Can she actually see ghosts?
It's up for debate, honestly. To the left. Well, to the left when you turn around. Behind the crime scene thingy. Up. Sticker. Detect. In the air. To the right.
Oh! Fucking, you gotta say that shit. I don't fucking know what I'm looking for.
They were sparkling. I just kind of thought it was obvious.
No! Alright, this chapter is running very long. I think you had very high hopes for us doing multiple chapters in a single day.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Aretha, where your eyes at? Shut the fuck up!
Well, this is quite a colorful street. I'm sure some pretty girl designed it.
We really are getting in the art district, aren't we? With,
Yeah, I wonder what boss is next.
Jotaro. It's an adult. We should send them back to the thing.
Hello. Pretty friggin' far from okay. That's fair.
Who knows? Hey.
I would shut you up, but you might just fail to see my messages anyway. I don't know what you're fucking talking about. I read chat all the time.
Shit.
Are you guys not gonna tell him about the...
Don't worry about it.
These remind me of the different Monokumas you have to build in the school life versions of Danganronpa.
Yeah. There's a city. Funky.
That must be Toa Tower.
That JPEG in the distance.
Looks like we can just walk along the riverside.
There's a sparkly right there on the deck. You see it? I think it's literally too far away to hit.
Drop them in the river for efficiency.
For efficiency. Yeah, be careful. Some of those enemies' attacks can hit you back, and if you fall in the water, it's instant death.
Of course. Oh.
Because they don't have a sensitivity option. You just pick one. Do you want it quick or do you want it slow?
I want it.
I always had
Both.
I always had quick fire on because I'm just a high sensitivity. So in one of the windows to the right, there should be a note in front of Monokuma. Right?
Might have passed it.
Shit. I think. No, it's right there.
What?
I think it's in that other window. It's just very bright to the right.
Oh.
See? Sparkle. Come on. Hey, How to Kill Demons Masterpiece number 2. Funky. Collect them all.
Oh, yeah. How far ago was the save point? It's just over here.
Yeah. Just gonna do a light jog back. Do you think we'll be able to clear this chapter?
More than likely. We're around halfway through.
Be careful. I always forget that Danganronpa chapters get longer the more you go. I was just going based on what we cleared in one stream last time, I guess. That's still not a long game overall.
No. But Danganronpa isn't a long game overall. Now is it?
Yeah, I guess not. But compared to the mainline Danganronpa games, Danganronpa Ultra Spirit Ghost still isn't very long.
Alright. Oh.
There's some weird machine for a world-famous IT organization.
Weird crap. Oh, he is still swearing down there. I think he's ranting to my grandma.
Huh.
Why don't we give moving that a try?
So if you move it, it basically works the same as a siren, but only if they're looking at it.
Jeez, you're awfully excited.
So any Monokuma that's looking at it will run up to it.
Fair enough.
You gotta attack the shield one from behind.
I haven't loaded
Yeah, whenever you're in the challenge rooms, if there's something in there, I'll let you know after you've cleared the challenge. Hey, go ahead and look around at the decor around here. Jotaro really, livened up the place.
Okay.
It's Snow White.
No,
Fairy
I'm
tales.
actually pretty sure that's Monica.
Fair. So there's a thing in here, but it's upstairs. It's a collectible. I believe it's to the right. Yeah, there. book.
Oh, okay. I don't
The
need
bomb
it.
inside her too! God, I want to read the bomb. Like, actually, I want to read the bomb inside her too. I want to read the series. Sounds hysterical.
You're right. Huh?
What about her screamed sleazy tramp, Toko?
Oh, I mean, look at Toko.
That's fair. Toko just thinks everyone's a sleazy tramp.
What? Kamaru? Yeah.
You guys both have some internalized misogyny to figure out, huh?
Yeah.
You could be a slut, you should at least be proud of it. I'll tease you either way, so.
What?
You, Toko? Really?
You both have.
Oh, Toko.
Give me a sec.
I've been asked out before.
I have barely played it, so I have no idea what you're talking about. Ew. Ew.
Yeah.
Stop it!
Manifesting. Oh, Toko.
That's
Come on.
so mean. She's projecting.
Yeah.
She's clearly projecting.
I think most of the shit she says is projecting.
Hold on.
Fear my detect!
I wanted to see if I could knock her back.
You cannot, never mind.
Alright, well, I now know one of the bullets do interact with her.
There's another kid hanging in the air to the left. Down, lower. It's like in the open air. It's
Oh,
one of the
you mean
tech
a...
ones.
okay, you gotta say it's
Sorry.
a sticker. That's what... I still don't know what it is.
Why would I point out just a child?
How the fuck would I...
I'm pointing out the collectibles.
Oh,
left
there.
there. Yeah. Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. Bing. Baby boy! Nagisa. Nagisa.
Nagisa.
I love those guys. They're just vibing. I think they will honestly just let you be if you just walk by them. They're just dancing. Oh, you fucked them up. You fucked up their dance, Aretha. How dare you?
What the f- My heart!
You threw off my groove! You threw off their groove!
Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! My
That
heart!
was so funny.
Alright,
That was so funny.
that needs to be clipped. That's I wanna wait long enough whenever I ask you to clip something so that you don't have to include me asking you to clip it in the clip. I hope that was long enough. I want you to clip that so badly. That was
I never know where to
It's that
stop
arcade
when I clip
machine
things.
yeah.
Let's get a move on.
That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Alright.
Monokuma with the shield again. I just have to hit it from behind,
Easy.
right?
What?
Oh no!
What?
I don't know.
How? What? When? Where? And or why?
I have no idea.
Well, we're redoing
I think this
some
is
shit.
why. Yeah.
Oh, I gotta redo the other one as well.
Rip.
Alright, remind me of everything that I need to pick up again. I think it's just the collectible at the top of the room.
Yeah, the
And
Bomb
the-
Insider 2.
Yep.
Oh, and the How to Kill Demons Masterpiece in the window coming up.
Oh. No, I already got that.
Oh, you got that. Alright, alright.
Yeah.
The Bomb Insider and then the child.
Why don't we give moving that a try?
Because I don't need to.
Stop looks like they're hooked on that thing.
The bomb guy must have seen me a fraction before I killed him.
Yeah, I think you gotta be careful approaching them because they're not distracted like the dance ones are.
Yeah, they're just being moved.
Amazing!
Alright. Fuck, I really hope you clipped that moment, Tyler. That was so brilliant.
Okay. I'm publishing the clip.
What?
They fucked themselves up.
Never mind.
One must have spawned in earlier than the other.
Yeah.
Alright. Enjoy clip. I will post it in the server as well. In
Yes.
Discord.
Another game corner here.
Let's try this again. I feel like that should have been enough.
Right!
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I must have just like have been seen by the bomb boy the second I knocked him back. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe there is something. Hold up. You got Nagisa when you're redoing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and there's a note up over there in that box with the hanging people.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jotaro. Oh, Jotaro.
That's a yikes from me, Chief.
Toko, we're almost at Toa Tower.
We've almost reached the JPEG.
Oh, it's really obvious it's a JPEG from here. Oh. Oh.
That is a poster board.
Oh, yeah. That is offensively 2D. Oh, look at it.
That is almost as 2D as
this
like
is
the entrances
Toa
when you walk in
Tower.
the hallways of
amazingly
fucking
huge once you see it close up.
Ocarina of Time.
Huge is good. It's as if I'm being looked down on. Makes me all tingly.
Just as I thought. You are definitely a strange one.
Took you this long?
Don't
to
kink
figure
shame.
out?
Oh, you found me. I put so
There he is.
much work into this
Drop kick him.
disguise, though.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop, boop.
baby boy.
I am such a coward. So cowardly I have to resort to superior numbers just to beat up girls. Do you hate me now? If you say you hate me, I'll turn you into a splendid diorama. As
Diorama, that's the
ultimate
word I've
art,
been
I'll
looking
put
for.
every bit of my skill into it.
Eat him.
That brat! That brat a lesson.
Well, before you do, let's do something about these Monokumas first.
Yes, this is gonna be a very long fight. So
you okay?
feel free to use Jack whenever you want. Or whenever you want to just go a little ham. Watch out for themselves.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't let your guard down.
There's also sirens if you want to hit them with dance, and yeah, they employ a little bit of some helpful strats.
Monokumas everywhere. Time to break their gestalt wide open.
Until I see my parents in
Sad.
Makoto, I can't die yet.
He's still going.
Oh, there's cars as well.
Yeah, so if you hit the sirens at the right place, they'll attract them all to their cars.
Just a little more.
This hasn't been that long.
It's just
Oh.
I was determined to hit every single one with a nice shot, so I was doing a lot of walking backwards.
Die here.
Yeah, watch out for bombs.
Oh, they can throw those far.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I hope those
There's
coins.
no more, right? That's all of them?
I nearly died.
Looking brat is gone too. He must have gotten away in all the confusion. He better not be waiting for us inside.
He's obviously waiting for us inside. Come on, Toko. Come on.
Don't you think this was that white Monokuma's trap?
No way. Shirokuma wouldn't do that.
Either way, this is
He's white
definitely
after all.
dangerous. Are you sure you want to do this?
I mean, there's no place to go even if we turn back. And I don't know what else to... So, if that's the case, the only thing we can do is move forward.
Hell yeah.
A pessimistic optimist.
But why do you look like you don't want to...
What do you mean?
I mean, you don't look...
It's not like that.
I hope so.
Excuse me, I had coins to pick up. Can we talk about how we're collecting them with the Sonic sound though? Like the Sonic ring pickup sound?
Yeah. He is still going. What could you possibly be this angry about, my dude?
Go find out. I'm curious.
What could
Was
it
this
possibly
place a
be?
sightseeing spot? It's usually the country bumpkins who visit towers like this.
That's the kind of remark that will make you a lot of enemies back.
Just she seems like she concerns herself with how many enemies she makes
Anyway,
with everything
we
she comes
gotta
out of
try
her
to
mouth.
communicate from a high place to... So let's try going...
Obviously.
See? If we use that elevator...
That's not gonna work.
Elevators, the pinnacle of trustworthiness. Anyway, all the way to the right. There's a statue, and behind it there's a sparkly. Go around the pillar every time. It's a big old Monokuma statue. Funky. And then all the way to the left, there's a pillar with a sort of... There's another thing
But I saw something else.
all the way to the left.
Yeah, no, I just thought I saw something else.
Okay. Around the base of the statue, there's another note around the base of that statue.
Ooh, moves.
Whoop.
Oh.
Funky.
Hagakure. Again? Oh, wait.
Well, this is just her hit list. She's a target as well, so...
Oh, this is her, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll get to learn about her when we show her her own hit list.
Yep. And there is one more on this floor.
Right there.
Yeah, it's on the other side. Yeah.
Cool. Alright.
And there's a shop. So.
Toko upgrades!
Roger!
Oh wait, there's one more on this floor.
Well, I mean, we can still do the shop now.
Yeah, yeah. Harshly.
Well, I don't have the 2000 for battery efficiency, so I probably shouldn't worry about it.
Thanks for your business!
Yeah. Yeah. So somewhere in that little diorama there's another sparkly. Yeah, there you go. Welcome to Toa Tower. It's a tower.
What? Are you seriously gonna climb all those stairs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go examine it first.
But it's not gonna work. It's the obvious yellow door for later.
Yeah.
Oh look, it even has a yellow light.
I love that noise. That sound effect just got me, sorry.
I don't have a car.
Same here.
course you
If that's
don't.
the case, then let's just give up and head.
Toko.
Well, wait! If we can't use...
Are you serious? You want?
If we climb and take breaks every so often...
Jeez, I'm starting to think I liked you better when.
Will there be Monokumas here, too?
Of course there will be.
If you're worried, we could always turn around.
Oh. Cool. Cool.
My least favorite enemy.
Who the hell made
Oh.
all these things?
Yep.
Right!
That wasn't terrible.
They shoot shit at you that clouds your vision or hurts you, depending on how they're feeling.
What should we do?
Oh, looks like we gotta give up this time for sure.
Okay.
I told you, I'm not giving up.
Ooh. Ooh, you want to give up so
This is
bad.
starting to
Ooh.
remind me of that other. The ceiling is a fish tank? Amazing.
Head right into the
Oh,
room.
look at all the fish swimming
There's the room
around.
to the right, I believe.
Toko, you like fish?
Yep, I like it.
Does she actually?
She seemed to.
Maybe it's better if we turn back.
Hey! 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 I love it. Sometimes their fucking AI just fucks up. It's like, all right, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah, go back to that room.
I'm starting to need brake bullets.
Aren't you glad we aren't doing despair mode?
No, I kind of wish we were.
I wonder if we can change the difficulty. I don't know.
Ooh, Escher staircases.
Funky. I love this useless room that just has stairs.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
It is funky. So, do you want to go back and save for the challenge room?
Probably. It's probably a good idea. I'm glad we have different exploring music now instead of the music that has been playing for the fucking forever now.
Yeah.
Just imagine, right?
Yeah. Well, I can listen to the same song on loop forever, so. You know me.
Weirdo.
There's still dopamine.
Alright.
It's that arcade machine again. Let's get a move on.
Machine again.
If we can roll that round thing, I think we can get all of them at once.
Knockback, I assume?
Yep. Yep, just be sure not to get caught by the grenaders on the way.
Which means probably not sprinting. I'm assuming sprinting makes you louder.
I think they actually, like, turn.
But dance is not an optional. There's not a bullet I can use.
Yeah. Also, I think this one has its legs out, but like you can still hit it with knockback anyway.
We have to move so we don't get caught.
Yeah, so they're turning, like, with time, so.
Oh, okay.
They're like doing the little look, look, and turn. And look, look, and turn. You know, that old move. I got the check music on the way up, just for the loading screen.
Yeah, I was just pressing
Cool.
random buttons, see what they do. You know?
This arcade machine is everywhere, isn't it?
I don't get the top-down view unless I activate it the first time, though, do I?
I think so.
If we can roll that round thing, I think we can get
Yeah.
all of them at once.
So, what time do I want to go, then?
When they're looking to the side. When they're looking to the left. Yeah, gotta.
Alright.
Careful. We have to move so we don't get caught.
Pop them right down. Be sure to aim it. Remember how.
Be right.
Funky. Do 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 do. Yep, nothing in here, so don't worry about it.
No!
Yeah, I know. It's not there anymore. I know. Don't waste your knockback bullets, they're precious.
Well, that was effective.
Better luck next time. So behind that Monokuma's head, the big Monokuma statue.
Monokumas? Did the children do this too?
Oh, we're nearly done then.
Jolly old.
We're nearly done. We're nearly done.
I like how you can tell which ones are mannequins and which ones are actual mannequins.
Should I shoot them?
No, you can't shoot through the wall. But we'll get there.
Alright then.
We'll go around.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. Yeah, around on the other side of the shelf is collectible. There we go. Tokoichi Toa. Tokoichi Toa, you're so great, blah blah blah.
Toko! Looks like we can go up from here!
Shh! Don't yell, we're gonna get caught.
Don't yell, we're gonna get caught! As everyone explodes. So yeah, if you go straight past the obvious yellow paint, you're supposed to climb. I think you get a different climbing animation if you're Jack when you trigger it too. I think. I recall something about that. I just like barely ever played as Jack, so I never... Shit.
I'll do it.
Might as well, it'll be fun. Saving God. Despair time.
I'm not sure what that means.
When you run out of hearts, despair time triggers.
Ah, no thanks.
It's basically just like a timed button press. It'll show you a ring, and there'll be 2 different colors on it, and you have to hit it in one of those colors. If you hit it in the yellow, I believe, she'll just save you, but she'll spend a battery on it.
The website for more info.
What?
She just throws her. She just yeet. Yeet.
Oh, look at the way she goes down as well.
Yeah.
I'm using all of my battery just to demonstrate this, and I don't care. Panty shot!
Whee! Oh, Jack, I love you. He just grabs her by like the scruff, just. Oh my god. Oh, that is so amusing.
I love that. Well, let's wait for a hot minute.
Funky.
Alright.
So, yeah, go in both the male and the female rooms there. There's one collectible in each.
Of course. Ew. Alright. Face only a mother could love. A well-known demon that used to be an idol group. Oh, so she's one of Sayaka's dancers.
Yeah.
That is
I think
why
they
she
specifically
is...
made her that one because there was one, if you looked in the, you know the CG they kept showing of Sayaka with her group dancing behind her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was one like off to the right that's face looked kind of weird. I think they specifically chose that one. Also, I like that her name's just Ayaka.
Oh, we're about
Ayaka.
to talk about this, aren't we? Yep.
Yeah, you talk about every book. Books are just
Which
something you talk
reminds
about.
me. What?
I'm glad we brought up the ghosts thing so we could talk about it.
I'm sure. And... could it be?
It's more than likely that.
Your kind of genuine stupidity. Toko is not Toko, Kamaru is
For
just
what it's
truly
worth,
no
I actually
confident.
do believe I'm on Toko's side with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Pretty high up so far.
Yep. Would be a shame if you fell down.
Calm down. If we fall from here, we die for sure.
Why don't
Would be
you
a
calm
shame.
down?
Thank you for ducking, Toko. So, yeah, at the end of the hall there's a flashy.
Of course.
And then there's a... save point!
Alright. Hey, a new bullet.
Nope. Challenge.
One real key. Okay.
It's oh, jeez.
Jump, jump, jump.
Alright. So I don't just want to go willy-nilly picking up the sparkles.
No. There's no collectibles in here, it's just E.
3 hoops key. See if there's anything else anywhere else.
Nope, 3 hoops key is all you get.
Okay, what happens if I pick up a wrong one?
I don't know. I never try.
Oh, you know what it is? It's probably if I can see 3 hoops in like a row. Like it's a perspective thing, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, through 3 hoops. Key.
Well, there you go.
Yas, queen, you're so smart.
Now we can open the door.
Let's hurry and get outside.
Just in case you forgot what we were using.
Hey, only 2 more collectibles.
We're finally out. I wonder how much longer to the top.
We're
There's a
still on the
collectible in
3rd
those
floor.
Monokumas.
At this rate,
Huh.
maybe we won't reach the top
Not
if
the
we
Not
have
the bag, not the bag, not the bag, not the bag, not the bag. Kinda reminds me of get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Hello.
An adult.
Adulte?
Adult.
Who's there?
Nope, can't believe Toko fucking died.
He looks
Wait a
familiar.
sec. You're not a kid,
Yeah?
right?
Yeah.
Have I seen him before?
Don't shoot!
No.
I swear I won't hurt you guys.
But he should look familiar.
Oh my god, I
little
know.
bit.
Yep, no, I know. I know. Yep. I figured it
Yeah?
out. Yeah.
You wanna
why
say
are
it
you
out
in
loud
a
for the
place
class?
like
Oh, yeah, no,
It's
he's definitely
suspicious.
related to Chihiro. Absolutely.
Working on the computer too, is that what gave it away?
The kids wouldn't
No,
find
actually,
me
the
here.
glasses and the eye color.
Chihiro doesn't have glasses.
Yeah, well, that still made me think of them, so shut the
Alright.
fuck up.
And
Alright.
what's with the laptop?
Oh, this? I picked it up at the
Question,
city's
question.
electronics store. I thought I might be able to remove the wristband using this, so I was trying to program something.
Wait,
Huh? Yeah, this.
And cue image? Yeah. As if we
We
knew.
know how this game goes.
I got captured
As
by
if we
this
need to
weird
remind her
looking
what it
group of
looks like.
5 kids, and they put this on me. I tried to remove it, but as you can see, that didn't work too well.
I knew it.
I'm the same, see?
And
That wristband.
it didn't show ours.
Yeah.
Then you were also put into the... I see. I'm sorry.
Is now really the time for that? You're in the same boat, right?
Give me a quick sec.
Uh-huh.
What do we want? I'm attempting to organize food.
Funky.
Fee? You know I don't like them. Don't be a bomb.
It's like 2 p.m. for you, right?
Well, that's not really food. What kind of? What flavors are? I'm having a yogurt pop to tide me over until stream is over and I get myself some proper food.
Funky, funky.
But if I had just figured out how to get this off, I could have helped you too. Did you know? With this wristband on, you can't leave the city.
That would have been good to know like a while ago.
So as long as
But
we
yes,
can't
we know
remove this
now.
wristband, we can't be saved.
It's going to be all right. We'll be saved.
What makes you say that?
We're going to ask Future Foundation for help removing the bands.
What do you mean?
Oh, you want the details?
Well, he is a computery sciencey dude, so yeah, kinda.
There's a special radio all over the city that's raspberry, and we use this thing.
Wow, you suck.
No thoughts. Head
Oh, the jammer.
empty.
If we get to the top of this
The jammer.
tower, we might be able to get through.
There's this radio all over the city that's raspberry.
You actually understood that?
But all the way up the stairs, that's
He's an
impossible.
IT nerd. Of course
I know,
he
but the
fucking knows how to
elevator won't
translate the gibberish
have a
of the
card.
idiots.
A card? The elevator security
When you
card?
work in
you
IT,
have it?
like, that's kind of a thing.
Sorry, it's not that. No, I can't really speak freely. Well, maybe.
What? Talk sense, damn it!
If you want to move the elevator, well, I might be able to do it.
Really?
He's gonna die. I mean, it's a Danganronpa game. He's obviously gonna die, but like, that's how he's gonna die.
I've worked security before, so I figured I might be able to get around that card reader. But there's no way you'd believe someone you just met. I mean, I'm saying all this, but I can't even figure out how to get this stupid band off.
That's not true. Please, we need your help.
Huh? Well, okay, I'll try.
Yes! Thank you.
Seriously?
Well, I could see where Chihiro got her confidence from, huh?
On people. But what are you gonna do? If we're gonna move the elevator, don't you have to go back down?
Well, it's better than needlessly climbing up more stairs, right? Let's do our best, okay?
That's where
Shut
the
I don't want you cheering me up.
the breakable platforms are gonna be.
You guys get along well.
Exactly why do you think that?
The what?
The breakable walls. That's how we get back down quickly.
Yeah.
Monokumas, be careful.
Now we can use the stairs.
Also, it's a coincidence that you ran into him on those stairs because the floor right above the stairs are broken. Like you literally can't go up the stairs anymore.
Yeah.
So you would have been fucked if you didn't have a way.
That's an amazing gun. I've never seen technology like that before. What a horrible fate. It really makes you feel despair.
Yeah.
You guys are
Okay,
so
so
amazing.
directly in front of you on the bench.
Fighting against the Monokumas like that.
That's a new
I'm
one.
impressed.
Yep.
Mhm.
And that's it.
You're right.
That's it for this chapter.
What?
No.
Yes?
You're right.
Which reminds me,
Also,
Could it be?
no.
all right.
Why is Toko so apprehensive, I wonder?
Gosh, I wonder as well.
No, you don't.
Nope.
You know exactly why.
Yeah, that's true. Like, all those thrusting children. They sure are thrusting. Blindly into the air.
Cha-ching!
Fuck yeah!
Let's buy some of the...
Okay.
No reason to not bling our bullets up a little bit, hey?
Yes. Bling bling.
I definitely want ones that just increase the number the most
Yeah, capacity is the most
on this.
visibly practical anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there's an excellent?
Yeah,
does that
it's
mean?
good and excellent. It's just an especially good combination.
Oh, so there's no actual point to combinations in the sense that, like they don't...
I think they give a little bonus to like their combined effects, but I have no idea. Again, I went through the whole game not understanding this at all and like barely noticing like any like difficulty.
Yeah. What difficulty did you play the game on?
I played it on the Komaru mode. And then I played it on Despair. I played it on Despair when I went through my 100% grinding run.
You have to grind for 100%?
Because one of the achievements is to buy everything. And
Expected of
one of the
Tower
boss
City.
battles is really good for that.
Using the
So I
newest
just like
security
sat in the
systems out
boss
there.
battle for like just had a podcast on, volume down, just fighting the boss battle to get my.
Can you tell me which one that is? Like when we get there, so that I can do that?
This
Well, I
is
can
gonna
tell
be
you now.
tough.
Is it this one?
But you
No.
can do it.
Because you know you're gonna end up fighting all the children.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I
So
don't want to know.
it's-
Do my best.
I don't want to know until I'm about to do it.
Okay.
That's a pretty
Alright.
vague answer.
Pretty vague.
Yeah. I guess that's... My family used to think I was pretty unreliable, too.
Family.
You guys, we just started. You don't have to get depressed right away.
You're right. All right. I'll...
Okay. So, how's it coming?
Yeah, well, it might take a little while, but with this, I might be able to do it somehow.
Don't worry, no need to rush. Nothing really dangerous is happening right now.
Rah, rah.
Done yet? Please hurry!
Hold on. I barely got started.
My computer's not even on.
Isn't it obvious? We gotta deal with them somehow. We're done for if they surround us. Keep your distance and fight.
Yeah, I was just like, fuck off with this. I just jacked it.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah. Because they have distance shots if they get close enough, so it's better to take them out.
Are you done yet?
Wait, just a bit
What
more.
the fuck? Can that fucking automatic thing not? Oh.
Yeah, that was it.
That was the last one, right?
I'm almost done on my end, too.
Yay, it totally worked! Toko, all we gotta do now is use the elevator to go all the way to the top, right?
That's right.
Before we go any further, I really need to thank you guys. Thanks to you two girls, I'm finally starting to see hope. If the connection works well, I'm sure Future Foundation will come to us immediately. And when that happens, we're saved. We're finally saved. We should even be able to see our families again. It's gonna be all right.
Bro,
just a little bit more.
Stop.
Let's keep it up, and
Please. Oh no! Who could have predicted?
Jeez.
Leave it to me.
I love how many very quickly accumulates in that time. So the beasts are funky in that you can only hit them sometimes.
I'm sorry. It's just as I thought. I really am unreliable. I didn't mean to let you guys go it alone.
He's fine. He's okay.
He's fine. He's
You
fine.
guys will be fine. I'm glad I could at least be a little help to you guys. I have a child, you know.
He's still accumulating
You guys are all
dead flags too.
age.
I have a
We got
child.
separated, and all this time, I wasn't able to see.
There's no point in staying here anymore.
Yeah. Is this a handbook?
Yeah, let's go through his things. He's dead now.
There's a picture inside. Oh. So this is his... What a cute girl.
Oh,
Separated
so it
from his
was
family.
Chico's dad.
Same as me. He was probably worried about his family. Worried until the very end. I hope his child is...
Oh, Kamaru.
Hey, Omaru.
Yeah, I don't want to die separate, so I'm not just going to... This man sacrificed himself for us.
He's probably fine. He just got bit on the shoulder. It's not like Yuta who got blown the fuck up.
Let's go, Toko. As long as Future Foundation comes. We...
Walk it off.
Walk it off. Walk it off, buddy boy. You'll be fine.
Oh, going. He got swam the explosion.
Yeah. The explosion didn't even have any fire. He's fine. It was just force. Probably lost an arm, but other than that.
Hey, Omaru. Got a second?
Well, we are in an elevator.
What?
Never mind, apparently you don't have a second.
Sorry.
About Future Foundation.
No time for talking.
Elevator.
Communication is for chumps.
Why? Yeah.
Well, those weren't in here before. Could have used with some batteries, but it's about to be a boss fight, isn't it? I can smell it. I can smell it.
Could not be more obviously a boss fight. Yeah, here we go.
Hey, why'd you guys run here? Did you think you could escape if you went somewhere real high up? But no matter where you run, it's pointless. The more you run from me, the closer you get. 'Cause the world is round, right?
Actually, I think Kamaru's a flat earther.
So, how did it feel to have someone waiting for you? Were you even more grossed out? Or maybe, do you hate me even more now?
Oh, like I said, I already hate you enough.
No, that's a lie. When adults look at things they truly hate, their eyes are not weak like that. I know it. I've seen those eyes since the day I was born.
Don't tell me. The reason you hide your face is because of some trauma or something. Well, not that it matters. I'm just curious about how horrible your face looks.
No, you can't see anything but that. If you see my face, your eyeballs are gonna rot off.
There you go, making no sense again.
No, you're wrong. It's the truth. They're really gonna burn right off. If they don't, then why did she force me to wear this mask? Why was I forced to wear this stuffy mask every single day? I'm just that horrible. I'm just so ugly and
here it
hated
is.
More than anyone else on Earth.
His own little personal breakdown.
I bet my head just got really twisted.
Nah, he's too strong for
Doctor
that.
pulled too hard
I don't
when
know
I
about
was
He's just a little weirdo.
born.
I don't know about that.
And then my skin pores got all crushed, and my hair got ripped, and my face got pulled, and my ears are just barely sticking to my face like meatloaf thrown up onto a wall.
He's just a
And
little
my
weirdo.
lips are inside out, and my gums are dry and rotten
see
and
your
brown.
mouth, bruh.
And my nose is just a shriveled little lump of meat. It must be horrible. That's why she was ashamed to show me to people. You don't look like other kids. That must be what she was talking about. If you see such an awful face, your eyeballs are gonna get crushed and you'll faint. So that's why I'm not wrong! I'm totally right!
Jeez, I just mentioned the subject and you totally went off the handle there. Meaning, you basically just want revenge against the adults who made you suffer, right?
Sensing a theme here.
Oh, I see. You're just mistaken. It's not something cheap and silly like that. We just want to change the world. That's all.
Oh, okay.
We don't really
That's it.
have to understand. Demons aren't needed in our world anyway. It's fine. Fine. We're gonna make a kid-only paradise! Huh? Why are you all booing?
Unforgivable. No matter what kind of reason you have. whether you're an adult or a child. You killed people. So many people. Like it was nothing. And I'll never forgive that. Ever.
That's it! Those are the eyes I was talking about! The eyes that just scream hatred! Big sis! Looks like you're finally disgusted by me for real! But I don't know about what you said. Comparing likes and dislikes and good and evil. I mean, we're trying to bring peace to the world, you know? That's why there's nothing wrong with us. No matter how much you hate us, we aren't wrong!
Okay.
Or you kill people and laugh about it and say that you aren't the ones in the wrong? Unforgivable!
Why? Oh, I guess it's that I'm even hated by the kids, too. See? They hate me. They really hate me.
Is that what's going on here?
What?
Were you paying attention at all, Tyler?
Yes.
Is that what's going on here?
Them booing him?
Why do you
No one likes him.
Yeah, so is that what's going on here? Tyler, oh my god.
Sort of.
I'm so happy. If I'm hated this much, then there's no point in faking friendships and trying to be liked. I'm free to do anything I want.
They're all the same. They all do the same intro.
Well, if for robots.
So it's renting was
Before
on the
your
top of the
bodies
stairs.
become pretty objects, let me tell you one more time. No matter how much we're hated, no matter how much we're shunned, we're definitely not wrong. That's the real truth. Because Big Sis Junko said so.
Big Sis Junko?
Big Sis Junko, the only one who loved me, the only one different than other people. Big Sis Junko, the one who gave us our sparkly hope. Those adults who took her away from us and said that she was the bad one. They're the filthy ones. They're the ugly ones. The disgusting ones!
Oh boy. Junko sure got her fingers in a lot of pies, huh?
If I win the demon hunting, I think Monica would be pretty disappointed. I want to drink day-old cocoa and have Monica look at me like a piece of filth.
I can't see the weak. Amaru, the top of the head. That's the weak spot.
Am I hitting... Is there like a nice point? Was I doing that right?
Yeah, I don't think there's a nice point on theirs actually. I think I just gotta hit them. Oh, sorry. You like how they crossed out Masaru's symbol on the wall?
Killing spree
I did just notice that.
punishment.
That's right, I gotta be Toko when I knock him down.
Yeah. I think so. I don't know if she'll affect the cover of it, but you can try.
Oh, that's the
Couldn't
cover.
hurt.
That's right.
Yeah.
Once I blow the cover, then I'm actually damaging it.
Killing spree bomb punishment.
Okay, walked off. Shoot bombs already.
Can't get away from me.
Thank you. Not trying.
Serial killer bomb punishment.
There you go. Toko, come on, don't blow my bombs.
Huh? Great.
There we go. No. Nope.
That doesn't seem very nice.
Well, he got back up.
Even using a gun like that.
Well, I don't know where he is. So.
Ultimate attack.
Oh, he does.
Murder bomb punishment. Knockback.
Okay, well that's.
Ultimate attack. Mass murder
There we
bomb
go.
punishment. There's no way the Warriors of Hope will lose to a demon.
I don't know if that worked or not. What the fuck?
And it's just one of her attacks.
Oh.
Bye-bye.
That was one attack.
Yep. That one's normal for taking out whole groups, but I mean, whatever. Woo! No need to dodge that one, ladies. It's just a missile.
Well.
Like, he was never not gonna be pretty, right?
Of course.
Like, whoop, and he's dead anyway. God, it looks even creepier when it's not on his face.
Yeah. So is he dead or just taken away? Like, I'm still curious.
Fighting
about
again. What in the world? It serves him right. What did you say?
Oh, damn, Taro. He was a child.
Who cares? He killed a lot of people.
I mean, so did all of the remnants of despair.
Yes! It's almost like you finally found the point that I've been saying this whole time. They're not good people! Gundam is not a good person!
I think we have to take into account the effect that despair has on people.
No.
Alright, fuck, whatever.
I'm kidding, don't worry.
Looks like the observation deck. We're at the top.
Parker, can you say what you're gonna say about the fucking Future Foundation already?
All we gotta do now is use this wireless device that Shirakuma gave us. Toko, what is it?
I've been thinking about this for a while, and contacting Future Foundation is...
I know, I should hurry up with it, right?
No, I didn't mean that.
Hey, anime.
Yeah. Like actual anime.
I love these scenes.
What happened, Toko?
What? Because you can't do anything. I'm setting it up for you. Just wait a minute, will you?
Oh, sorry.
All right, here you go.
Hello? Can you hear me? Someone please respond!
It hasn't fucking picked up yet, Tom.
Can you hear me?
She's not smart.
Hey, answer me! Can anyone hear me?
It hasn't picked up yet!
I beg you! Please answer me!
Do you know how
She's never seen a
phones
video
work?
called Like.
Looks like it didn't work. Well, that's just too bad. We should, probably give up for now.
Hello? Oh, this is Foundation. This is Future Foundation.
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Loud and clear. This is Future Foundation. Branch number 14. Makoto Naegi.
Makoto?
Brother!
Kamaru?
Brother and sister reunited United at last!
Finally!
There you go.
We got our A, and you know what that means.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's been a while, Byakuya. Hey. How you doing?
I'd really rather it stayed a while.
Amazing. Far beyond
Smile.
even my ex. All right, I've decided. I will restore the glorious Togami family.
He's gonna have
But
babies
first
with you,
tell me,
Aretha.
What is the size of your ring finger? A ring would look good on you.
Oh yeah, no, I think I bet you think it's hilarious.
I think it's so funny.
Well, we know what we're doing now. I believe there's a save point, like a menu save point, not a save point. So I'm just gonna switch.
As soon as you hit to be continued, it should be say, do you want to save?
Yep. Yep. Save your progress. All right. Yeah. Fucking. I'm really always like on edge at the end of these fucking chapters because of those fucking Byakuya scenes. I swear to Christ. Thank you to everyone for hanging out. If you like what you saw, be sure to follow, and if you want to be notified of when I go live, type ! Discord in the chat to get a link to the Discord channel because I post there every single time I stream. In addition to that, if you feel so inclined, a subscription is only $5. Buy me a coffee.
Or free if you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah, buy me a coffee. Except I don't actually drink coffee, so like, you know, I don't know. Buy me something. Just give me money. No, I'm kidding.
Here is my PayPal. Just donate straight to me.
Honestly. But yeah, alright.
I give you my MiHoYo details. Will you just buy Genesis crystals for me?
Yeah, buy me Genesis crystals, please.
Just cut out the middleman.
Yeah. Alright. Well, do you have anything you want to add, Tyler?
2 kids down.
Tyler, what the fuck?
2 kids down, 3 to go.
Tyler, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh man.
What the fuck?
I remember which scene is the one coming up right after this too, so
That'll be a delight the moment we open the stream.
To start the next one.
Oh yeah,
it'll be fun.
That's yeah, okay. So we're not playing this game anymore. I'm kidding.
Welcome to our final Danganronpa Ultra Despair Girls stream.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Bye.